shout out to motherfucking Gina Views, making sure a nigga not ashy before we start the goddamn pod.
Gina Views, and she stay with the twos.
Hey, I can like angle it so your shoes are.
Gina Views, stay with the
Please.
twos.
Oh yeah, please.
Please do. Please let me drip on everybody.
I didn't get a chance to get dressed today anyway, so I ain't tripping.
Also, this is not like an effortful fit. This is just kind of whatever.
This is like my Mark Zuckerberg fit for the metaverse.
See, I went hard because I figured we got so much drip at ComplexCon that I figured I was supposed to turn up on y'all.
See, but the good thing is I know everything that you got.
No,
Exactly.
you don't. I got way more than you know.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You only
No.
I was in secret booths that you didn't even see there.
No, fuck the booths, nigga. I got some shit in the closet.
Wait,
He's always bragging because he bought a pair of Balenciagas like 6 months and he hasn't worn them yet. And
I
he's
got
like,
way
oh,
more.
you don't know what I got in the trunk, bro.
I got way more shit.
Nah, you. I don't think you realize how much of a tag team effort we put by going through to every booth and going crazy.
In that moment, like you guys were just two very different people that I had in my life to whatever degree. I'm like wondering, like, are these two dudes gonna get along? Then at ComplexCon, I really got to see y'all running around like a wrestling tag team, just really hyping each other up. Like, you guys are from very different worlds in LA.
No, we're not.
Yeah,
Well, to a certain extent.
His city is down the street. He grew up just like I did.
You don't know what ham on everything is.
He just chose Cougar Burger. I chose the streets. It's different.
There are some significant differences between the cultures that you guys have affiliated yourself with, the lives that you have lived. You know, whenever you're introducing friends, you don't know what kind of mix you're gonna get.
Okay.
And at ComplexCon, it was kind of like, oh fuck, they're actually friends now.
We've been friends.
Yeah.
I've been giving this guy advice for a long time. I've been talking to him off camera.
Right.
Nah, that's a fact.
Some shit you should have been doing.
But to see you frolicking through ComplexCon, skipping, throwing flowers over your shoulder and whatnot, together.
Bro, I don't think I've ever taken that many pictures in my entire life.
It was ridiculous.
Because in a lot of ways, AD has you know, he goes to the things that he goes to, the Trey Songz after parties and whatnot. But I don't think that he like had been. I don't think you had been around that many No Jumper fans at once since
maybe.
you started fucking with us. Because I mean, really, where are you going to go? That is going to. I felt like ComplexCon is like, okay, these are the types of people that watch No Jumper. I feel.
Facts.
I was saying that I'm like, I feel more famous here than I actually feel pretty much anywhere else.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit was like overwhelming. Like it was too much.
It was to a point to where like every 2 steps that we took,
Yes.
we had to stop and take a picture.
And you want to do stuff. You want to go look at all these booths and stuff, and you just get, hey, come check out my booth. You can just get rerouted. Let me get you a shirt. Stand here for 15 minutes while I pick out a shirt for you.
Yeah.
All kinds of shit.
And then too, it was like they'll run up on house phone. They'll be like, "Oh, house phone, what's up?" And I'll sit there and I'll be chilling. I'm like, "Yeah." They'll be like, "Oh my God, it's AD too." And then it's like, "Oh, AD, what's up? Oh, house phone is here too."
Yeah,
so
it was
they
good.
get like a 2-for-1 special around ComplexCon. Like,
And you're Mr.
God.
Nice Guy. You can't say no to a flick.
bro,
how
I
could
literally
you?
had 9 bags in my hand, and they're like, "You take a picture?" I'm like, "Nigga,"
Like, this gives you such a whack photo.
and I'm like this in the photo. I'm like,
Bro, we're like telling people like, oh yeah, all right, we're on the way to this booth, we're on the way to that booth. Like, we'll see you. real
What's
quick.
the name for like the giant bags that people have that they can put tons of shit into and they're like super wide?
I don't know, but we didn't get neither.
"No."
But I've seen some people, like actual like real people that I respect and everything, and they're using these bags that are so big and like massive that they can just fit so many shopping bags inside of it. And I'm like, that's pretty smart. If you came here and you knew you were going to get a ton of shit, I'm just going back and stashing it at the Desto Dub booth and hoping that
nobody steals it.
Desto Dub / No Jumper.
We
booth.
tried to do that, but nigga, it was like at one point we didn't know there was nobody over there.
Yeah.
And you know what we need? We need that bag like Santa Claus got. You
Yeah.
just keep throwing shit in that motherfucker.
Oh, I would love to see you with a giant red sack walking around
No,
ComplexCon.
my Santa Claus wears blue.
Oh,
Well,
No, my
I'd like to see that as well.
Merry Christmas.
I heard about that on Five Factory. When we do our Christmas episode,
I already got my costume getting ready. You seen it?
bro, do not.
I'm coming as the fucking Yeti monster from Rudolph, bro. I don't
That
give a
shit-
fuck.
that shit was
That
hard.
shit is $270.
It was
I'm about to get that, and
already-
I'm wearing the goddamn helmet the whole time.
Bro, but you sucked last time because you
No, I
couldn't really
didn't. No,
communicate
sh-
that
no,
good
shut
through the helmet.
Shut the fuck up. Everybody is inspired by Beast Cuz now. They tell me this shit. They don't even say AD anymore. They be like, bro, Beast Cuz inspired me.
He's
I had
drenched
to.
in sweat under that helmet.
I
He
know
can't move his head. Every time he wants to go to house phone, honestly, it's hilarious. He has to go, well, house phone, what I think is.
So you thought it was funny?
Yeah, funny, but I feel like it kind of takes away from the conversation. If we're going to do that, then I want to get somebody else in here as well to make up for you having like a 40% reduction in personality by wearing a giant fucking
Definitely did
snowman
not
head.
have a reduction in personality. You were the
I
one
was
that wanted to
getting
dress
less
up.
from you. Pause.
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 You wanted us to dress up. So what are you gonna be? I want to be the Yeti monster.
I'm going to be regular old Santa.
so
in
you
red.
gonna be Santa? What are you gonna be?
I'm gonna be the goddamn Grinch.
You're not going to dress up. We already know. If we order you a costume here, then you will put the costume on here. I believe
Okay.
that. What if I send a makeup artist to your house and she actually does real like Grinch makeup?
You
on
gotta
That's
do
a
it.
great
I'll do-
idea.
She can meet me here. We'll do it.
Well, for the thumbnail, honestly, that might be something we have to do.
And I'm the Yeti monster.
What if she paints? I don't know if I want to see her in white face. I might get offended.
I'm not getting. No, his face is actually blue.
Yeah, his face is blue in the middle.
His hair is white.
Well, that would be very creepy.
He's actually the Domino Snowman. That's what he is.
the abominable.
Nah, I don't say a domino.
Domino.
Nah, that's just how I
Abominable.
roll. A domino snowman.
Abominable snowman.
Nah.
Abdominal
No.
is different as well. That's what's in here.
Yeah, that's what I want to be. That's how we roll.
That's what I want to be.
I got no pockets right here.
I would like to tell you also, and I don't want to get off ComplexCon too much, but I would like to tell you that I've been pretty much like hardcore diet and exercise for 2 weeks, no slip ups.
Bro, I've been fucking up and I'm about to get back on it.
You better, because everybody decides that they want to get in shape on New Year's. From my perspective, it's like, shit, well, if I kill November and December, then I got a nice little head start on all the people that are going to be trying to get in shape as of New Year's. Maybe I can get the ball rolling in advance.
See, but y'all fucked up though, because like Black Thanksgiving is something like you look forward to. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of seasoning, it's a lot of pies, a lot of Patty's pies, it's a lot
More
of everything.
institutionalized racism, sir.
That's not racism.
Christmas is a
Yo,
very
what?
big part of white households, and I take a lot of pride in the things that we be eating, even though maybe we don't
What,
have
fruitcake?
We're not listening to Sugar Hill Gang in the background or anything. It might be a little bit more of a somber
He
vibe.
said fruitcake.
I'm not playing NWA at fucking Christmas.
No, we
but
said Thanksgiving, nigga.
I'm just saying we have some good food on Thanksgiving. Us Caucasians.
What do y'all make? What is your favorite dish?
Turkey stuffing.
No, unseasoned turkey. What else?
No, wrong.
broccoli,
Tons of seasoning.
broccoli casserole.
My mom has countless Oprah cookbooks that have taught her how to season
Nigga,
her
you
food.
think Oprah knows how to really cook some food like that?
I would assume that
She knows how to make money. She don't know how to
the
throw it down.
wealthiest woman in the world. I would assume that she's going to be able to figure out how to put some
No.
salt and pepper on a fucking chicken.
No, it's not just salt and pepper. That's
Yeah.
what's wrong.
Oh, you got like 2 other ingredients. Oh my god, that's so amazing.
You ain't.
How
never,
could anyone figure this out?
You ain't never had like mom's gumbo, granny's gumbo, the mac and cheese, the yams, the greens,
That nigga
beans,
only-
the eggs, tomatoes. You
That-
know what I'm saying? You don't know about that.
That nigga only had mom's spaghetti.
That was different. That was during my rap battle days. But let me tell you, you racist monster. We've got.
I want to be a monster, the Yeti monster. So
Okay,
come
that's
on.
a different kind of monster than the one you are. You are a racist monster because you are hating on white Christmas. And actually,
Nigga, I said
was dreaming.
Thanksgiving.
I was dreaming of a white Christmas.
They have a song about that.
I know.
I was dreaming of a white Christmas.
Are you down to go caroling with me?
I'm with it.
We can all go caroling in
But-
our costumes.
But we gotta
Just
sing.
knock on random doors around here.
But we gotta sing like rap songs and shit.
Adam wants to go.
Like we sing like Juice WRLD or something. These girls are the same.
That would be fire as fuck.
I'm
Are you
picturing me knocking on somebody's door and saying, I still see the shadows in my room.
Can't give back the gifts that I brought you.
Hey, that's like
Rest in peace, Juice WRLD. I feel bad for not saying that.
hey, that's like last year when they was going by singing Throat Baby at the Carol.
Oh my God.
You seen that?
If somebody comes to my
That's
door
out of
singing fucking
pocket.
Throat Baby, what are you doing tomorrow? You want to go shooting with the guys?
Nigga, I have a show.
Before that.
Oh, yeah, we can.
Okay.
Before.
Wait, I'm getting TVs mounted at 3:30 though.
Well, that's going to directly interfere with this.
All right. Where we going shooting at though?
The gun range.
Right down the street? Yeah, I go. I live closer there.
Before at the end of the day.
Exactly. At 6 p.m. I felt
Tomorrow.
like we were doing a lot of very good promotion at ComplexCon 4 at the end of the day. People come up to me saying, I watch you every Tuesday. I said, what about Wednesday?
Nah, them niggas was like, hey, bro, Wednesday show's better.
Well,
Niggas was coming up saying that shit.
and I saw.
So put respect on
I
our
saw
name.
one
Put
white
respect
ass
on the
fan
end of
say
the
that
day.
to you, and then you immediately go, Adam, listen to, because the kid didn't see me over there, and the guy's immediately like, oh my, I'm so sorry. I'm like, oh, okay.
They did that at Cool Kicks too. I feel like they say that when you're not around. And I'll be like, Adam's right there. They be like, because we went to Cool Kicks and he was like, bro, I only watched the Wednesday show.
Yeah, as soon as we
and I was
walked
like,
in.
they go, Adam right there. I said, Adam, guess what he said? He was like,
Wow.
I didn't
Well,
say this.
Listen up.
Him and his girl was both like,
For the record,
shout out to them though.
you're not going to win any points with me by talking down on AD. You're not going to win any points with AD by talking down on me. I hope. I don't know. He might be a little slippery.
Nigga, I'm on both shows.
But I'm just saying. No, that is a good point too. I forgot about that. But I hate when dudes try to do, or people try to get a job, and they'll like tell you how like your filmer sucks and like how your filmer is a piece of shit.
It's like, yeah.
But also, can I have a job? And it's like, no.
See, don't do that over here because we're going to whoop your ass.
Don't
find
hate.
out who you is.
Hate is
Like,
bad.
house phone sucks. We be like, all right, we're going to beat your ass when we see you.
Yeah, bro, niggas be like, yeah, like fire your graphic designer. Here's my graphics, and like they shit just be terrible, like you know.
Yeah,
It's only one Yuri.
Or it's like, did it occur to you that maybe I like my graphic designer, or
That's
I have
how
a
he got
relationship with them,
hired.
and that if I'm gonna fuck with you, you probably have to get along with the graphic designer. Like you probably, if you want this to fuck with me, then you should probably be like sucking off the graphic designer, not
If
literally,
anything, yeah.
but maybe you should be thinking about your relationship with him.
And it's real cutthroat around here. It's like, we don't take kind to new people like that.
Yes,
I think so. Yeah.
that's why we pack them out in the alley.
I mean, it's like a gang over here. You got to get jumped into no jumper now.
It's like a gang that consists of all the gangs,
Yeah.
and a white guy. In
They
charge.
say I ain't hood because I come from the valley. They say I never been in the alley. I told them cats, I've been in the alley.
Do the Saw Baby one.
I'm fucking this bitch. You know he was at the booth?
He stopped by. I seen pictures of him at Comics Con, but I didn't see him. That's crazy.
Do you know? Well, actually, I don't know if he was at our booth, but whatever. He was there. He was at Comics Con.
Purple ape.
If we would have been walking through and I would have saw him, I would have just yelled out, I'm fucking this bitch and spreading them ass cheeks. That booty hole pink.
That would have been very in character for you at Comics Con. You were doing a lot of cool, crazy Steve will do it type things.
What? Like
he
what?
was wild. He was just in there. Hey, hi, how you doing? Hey.
Hey, man, you got to get out there, touch the people. We probably touched 1,000 hands just day one.
I was thinking about that on the drive home. I'm like, well, I haven't washed my hands yet.
Yeah,
I'm
cold.
definitely driving home with like 80,000 people's fucking saliva on
You
my
went,
hand.
you went right to the Jack Shack, huh?
I put my fist in my mouth.
Went
That
right
nigga
to the
was
Jack.
whacking that motherfucker. He couldn't wait to get out of
You
there.
guys masturbate at Comics Con.
Hell yeah.
You did.
No, he said, I thought you said you did.
He said, hell yeah.
Hey, but this nigga house phone ended up leaving me.
On accident.
And I was like, I ain't got to blame me with me inside. I was walking to the car with myself with all these bags.
Oh, he dipped out on you before you even got to the whip.
Yeah, bro.
Because you picked him up and drove him.
I picked him up.
We
And
carpooled
you were a
together.
little concerned about
I gave him a smoothie.
You bought him a
did
smoothie.
bring me a
Stop. You
smoothie.
guys are best friends
Bro,
now, man.
look, he's
This
getting
sucks. Now I'm like,
He's like, I lost another one.
Ever since you colored your hair, you've been changed.
I feel like you like me more now because I bought some shoes too.
Yeah, bro, for real.
I like this Adam 90 times more than any other Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you flex the Curl and Frost Adidas?
Bro, come on, man.
Come on, bro.
See, you have to do something.
Just want to show you a little booty
Are you
poke.
gonna-
Your jeggings,
Are you gonna show the shoes?
those is hard.
Hit him with the MC search real quick.
Them shits is nuts.
These are for the kids, bro.
And she's licking your shoe. Look at her.
For Parker Ann.
Oh, shout out to goddamn.
That's Blasie's, huh?
Shut up,
Yeah,
Blasey.
shout out to Ash on me, Ashley, made by my nigga Blasey.
Shout out to Blassie, too. He's making me a hat right now. I'm not bringing it for the hat battle, though.
Nah, oh really?
This shit was hard, though. It was one you wore before.
For AD, Comics Con was kind of like a post gangbanging, like hype beast college meetup type.
Wow.
Because you're like, I'm seeing you linking and talking to all these people that you've known through the streets the whole time. But then
Facts.
meanwhile,
Yeah.
it's like the least street environment ever. Nobody has a gun. Everybody's just like talking about a cool
Allegedly.
T-shirt, you know?
Bro,
Allegedly.
I'm literally just standing and people coming up like, what's up, bro? I'm like, hey, what's up, cut? All right. And Adam's really like, everybody's like, hey, can you link me with Adam? And I'm just like, hey, Adam, hey, meet the bro. fuck up.
I know, and
Hey, bro, what's up, nigga?
I can't tell like who you're like actually excited to introduce me to.
I probably
and-
only told you like one guy or two
But
guys.
there's certain people you're like, he is the king of blank gang. He's the most
Well,
important
then,
person.
When I tell you that means you take heat.
Yeah.
Well, if I hear that, then yeah. But you're also like, meet my boy so and so. House phone's like, meet this kid. I'm like, oh, okay, what's up, bro? How you doing? We talk for like 5 seconds. I look at him afterwards, got like 1 million followers, and then Lil Jupiter. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
shout out my boy Lil
he's lit.
Jupiter.
That's what sucks about Comics Club. It's hard to tell who's lit and who's not. It's hard to tell who's a fan and who's like a creator that you should be like really taking interest in.
Adam, how about this? How about you just treat everyone
The same.
with the same respect?
Treat the janitor like the CEO.
If I treated everybody like the CEO, it's going to be pretty exhausting to like, like it's already hard enough to like be having this many people come up to you. It's then even harder to tell which ones are the ones that you should be trying to get free clothes from.
I ain't gonna lie.
You don't try. They just come up to you.
There was like 3 bum ass booths that they was trying to get us to pay. We was like,
Yeah.
hey, we out of here, nigga.
Where,
Fuck your booth.
You went to the
God.
Gillette booth? They were trying to charge you at Gillette?
No, we literally like, hey, niggas start pulling out the iPad. We like, all right, we out of here. Like, you feel me?
You're like, you got like a whole bag. They pull out the iPad. Like,
And then look,
dip.
some of the booths that we was trying to get shit from, like people are walking up to us taking pictures and they asking us like, damn, y'all famous or something? We like, yeah, nigga, that's a nice t-shirt. Give me that one in this size.
for real.
They bring out the iPad. Fuck y'all booth. Nigga, we out of here.
Let me interrupt you guys for just one moment, and we're going to return to Complex Con to say that more is always better, and that's why my bookie instantly doubles all first-time deposits. With double the funds, you get double your action, and more importantly, double your wins. Getting in on the action has never been easier. I can bet with all my favorite currencies, including crypto. And with all that extra scratch, why not get in on the biggest matchups of the week at MyBookie? As we inch closer to the NFL playoffs, there are some pivotal games to be on the lookout for this weekend, including a showdown between divisional rivals when the San Francisco 49ers take on the Los Angeles Rams.
Whoa!
Behind MVP candidate Matt Stafford, the Rams are looking to continue rolling as they take on the fierce 49ers defense. The Rams are legit. Bet them to cover the spread. Don't wait. Head to MyBookie today to redeem your double deposit bonus so you can get in the game and start winning now. Use my promo code NOJUMPER. That's one word, NOJUMPER, to receive double your first deposit instantly. That's promo code NOJUMPER so you can double your funds to double your winnings. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Actually, I was at Complex Con.
MyBookie!
I was at Complex Con, so I didn't get a chance to bet on the UFC fight, which I would have loved to do. I didn't even get to watch it and didn't look into who won. So, yeah. I'm on the outs. But use NOJUMPER as your code on MyBookie.
You know what's the most important thing that I missed because of Complex Con?
What?
Playboy Cardi tour in LA at the Forum in Inglewood.
Wow.
Missed it.
Does that hurt?
It might have been one of the most devastating things that ever happened to me in my entire life.
I don't know if you know this, but Playboy Cardi's shows happen on sort of a different scale at this point, so the odds of you being able to elbow him in the head again are very low.
Very
I
low.
don't think that was going to happen.
I don't think I was gonna make it to the stage or anything, but I'm tapped in with a couple of people. I could have made a couple texts.
So you think you would have been backstage?
I don't think I would have got backstage. I would have just asked for a general admission ticket and would have been happy just being in the back somewhere chilling.
You think I feel like you would spend the whole time trying to scheme your way into VIP.
Like, bro, I legit wanted to watch that show. Like I didn't give a fuck about being backstage, meeting nobody, missing the whole show.
I feel like you might be more famous in the Playboy Cardi audience than you were at Complex Con. Although I don't know. Maybe
I don't
not.
think so. No.
You don't think you're that important to the Cardi fan base?
Bro, you weren't walking around with us on Saturday. After that, I realized, fuck all this Instagram shit. Fuck all that shit. Like, the real life, how people, reacted and, yo, you mean so much to me. And, all that, all the pictures and shit we took and, just having that connection with people in real life, bro, that shit means the world to both of us, to me specifically, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, my Instagram got deleted last week. I was thinking for a second, damn, all these pictures I took, niggas not even gonna be able to find my new Instagram, but fuck all that shit.
You are the Instagram.
I am the Instagram.
You're a walking, talking app. You are house phone. I had one of the most horrific experiences in my life at Complex Con.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
You shit on yourself?
Worse.
Well,
I was at a booth, and I'm not going to say what booth because I don't want anyone to get offended by what I'm about to say. I don't want anyone to be identified, although I think some of you might know who I'm talking about. I was at a booth examining some wares. A woman walks up to me, starts waving her ass back and forth, twerking.
Oh no, I know where this is going. Oh yeah,
She's wearing some, let's say like nylon type shorts. They have, they're porous, like a pair of gym shorts, maybe.
Okay.
Like
whatever porous is.
Things can escape through them. Basically, what I'm saying, like these jeans are not terribly porous. They can hold water. If I were to dump a gallon of Poland Springs into these jeans, I could carry the water.
Or no jumper springs.
Or that's not porous at all. The water doesn't escape the bottle. Her shorts, smells were escaping.
Really?
As she shook her ass in front of me, I felt like I was smelling what her gynecologist would smell and more.
It was that like
I got a whiff of it too.
It was loud.
it was that potent?
Just know, bro, she smelled like a fish market.
That loud vagina.
It was bad, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, this shit was loud, like bumping out the speakers, like Radio Raheem walking around town.
That nigga said bumping out the speakers.
Bro,
It was like fried catfish, bro. I thought they had a booth.
I've had sex with women in my life
And it
where maybe once or twice I got that kind of odor. It really just hit your nose.
It was like you got this in a public.
In a public forum.
I thought you didn't see my face when I looked at you. I was like this. I was like, why does bitch keep following?
My head's
Yeah,
here.
I thought you just
Her
made.
ass is all the way down here. It's like, closer to my knees. Think about this distance. This is pretty far.
Yeah.
She's got clothing on. I shouldn't be able to smell this.
That motherfucker need to be shot down.
How far away from you were?
I mean, like, look at it. I'm here. My head's here. Her butt's probably around here.
Oh, she was twerking like in your vicinity. I thought
right
you.
in front of me.
Well,
And I'm just, like, murder.
sometimes like the back shot air.
I didn't even know it could. I didn't know it could be that bad.
It wasn't the worst I ever smelled, but it was up there.
It
I've
was
never-
probably the worst.
I don't think I ever smelled it through someone's clothes in public.
Me neither.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's pretty crazy.
In Compton.
Not in Compton, but
This
close.
nigga-
Where?
Hawthorne.
Fucking.
You know what they say about that Hawthorne gash?
That cougar burger pussy is different.
That's where they make the stinkiest pussy in the world, huh? No, I take it back.
I don't know,
Terrible
but
thing to say.
yeah, I don't know. Like
The first woman I ever ate out too.
You kept going?
Yeah, I was 16. I was 16.
But like, as soon as you got the smell, like you gotta just like whiff away.
well, but I didn't know. Like, you're 16. You don't know what it's supposed to smell like.
So she got you with that catfish.
We were at the high school football game. I'm 16. Partway through the game, halftime.
You like took her under the bleachers or something?
No, I said.
And you weren't bathing then, huh?
No, I was bathed up. But I'm like, round the corner, I know a little old playground we could go hang out at. Walk on over to the playground. I'm getting my dick sucked for the first time. I'm like fucking 15,
Oh yeah,
16.
you're probably like, what the fuck?
She's like, I want you to do it to me. I'm like, all right. Bro, the worst part about it was the next day, because I work at a grocery store. The next day, I'm walking through the Spanish aisle with the Goya beans and the fucking weird fish smell.
They're like international foods.
It made me start to, because the smell of all the fish and the nasty ass shit and everything, all the Goya shit just kind of reminded me of the smell of her pussy.
What was her name?
Aaron.
That damn Aaron.
Aaron from fucking Hash Brown Town.
Aaron from,
Fuck you.
Aaron from Hash Brown Town.
With the stinky
you, Aaron.
vagina. She's probably like,
She joined the military, actually.
and now she's killing the opposition with her vagina.
Thousands of dead Afghanis that I assume. Imagine I found out she was like the most badass sniper in the world.
She's gonna come find you for saying that her pussy stinks on it.
And I'm trying to think of like
They're
a
like,
way.
we're surrounded. She's like this. No, we're not.
I'm thinking that
Fellas, put your mask on.
I'm thinking that how can I relate to her? She's a sniper. I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm cool with Sniper Gang. She's gonna say, "What's that?"
Well, if I knew she was a sniper, I wouldn't talk about her.
Well, when I was eating her pussy when we were 16, I didn't know she was a sniper either.
She wasn't a
Future
sniper yet.
She wasn't a sniper gang yet.
Wow.
She was on the way to it though.
She was on the way.
She was sniping that nose.
I'm trying to think of other Complex Con things that we should mention. It was a good time though. Honestly, my overall rating of Complex Con was that it was a very good experience. Before we went, one of the things that kind of freaked us out was that a lot of corporate brands weren't doing it. Like Adidas did the shit with Kerwin, but Nike wasn't there. Fucking Vans, all these big sponsors that you normally are used to seeing,
It's because they out the way, man.
they pulled out. So I think the end result though was that when you were walking around there, it didn't feel very corporate. There weren't that many
Hell
corporate brands. It's a lot of sort of lit underground shit. So
Hell
it
yeah.
felt like a good selection of brands. I enjoyed it. I would go back. I couldn't handle the idea of going 2 days in a row, but
Yeah.
we have a massive vlog dropping tomorrow from it.
It reminded me of Agenda or like Magic.
Yeah,
Because it was like, like when I first started going to Complex Con.
But I
it
thought
was way
Agenda
more-
was hella corporate.
No, but
yeah,
I mean,
Agenda
I'm
is
just saying
hella
it was
corporate.
mostly like
And super
clothes
boring.
and stuff. Because like Complex Con, I know like I would go see panels at Complex Con, like, and we were supposed to have a panel, right?
I was supposed to get paid to do an interview live there.
Yeah.
And then at
That'd
the
have been
last
hard.
minute, they were like, oh, yeah, actually, we're not doing any of these live interviews.
I was looking forward to that too.
wow.
It was going to be a really good look. Because think about all the people there. And if we were doing an interview in the middle of the whole thing, that would have been fucking cool.
I know you wanted 1090 Jake to be in there too.
That was my idea. And then they told me
That'd have been hard.
they told me Complex, for the record, told me 1090 Jake was not famous enough. And they needed like a real draw. I'm like,
Wow.
He's a white blood from Massachusetts. What the fuck are you waiting for?
I love how Adam is trying to integrate like that type of stuff with Complex. Like them niggas is not trying to take a chance.
No,
on my
as
boy.
I saw with him, there was plenty of fucking lokes and whatnot
It was everybody.
in the
No,
spot.
it really was everybody for real, for real.
I was not the
I
first
know,
one to bring the gangbangers
a
to the
lot
spot.
of people, man.
I know.
I was walking around with this nigga. I was like, I didn't have a care in the world. I'm like, somebody run up, please.
Well, you know who did have a care in the world? Offset. Because some. Tell me why they're mad at me. Why are they mad at us?
Who's mad at you?
I don't understand what they're pissed off about. Like
They're like, Adam-
Who's we?
I think Complex or something is like pissed off at us because somebody, like literally people who had nothing to do with us got in a fight at the booth.
Maybe
Like,
it's worded.
it was some dude.
He fights in no jumper booth.
But you know what I think it was? Is I think that it might have been a security guard that Dub had who somehow got into it with Offset's people. And so, I'm kind of struggling to see how that is related to me. Like, I obviously had no involvement
Who
with this
had
at
the
all.
footage?
Oh, yeah, we posted it on Instagram.
First, right?
Yeah.
So that's why they're fucking mad. His name rocket science.
But they didn't specifically say that yet, so I'm not going to, like, give them that.
Nigga,
And also,
what
I took
else could it be?
I took it off Instagram.
Oh, that's good. But if it says, hey, Offset gets in a fight at the no jumper booth at Complex Con, that sounds bad for
I think it did
Complex
say
Con.
that. Yeah,
It just wasn't that bad of a fight. And also, why does that matter to them? I don't know. Like, are they not going to be able to do Complex Con again because a security guard and a rapper's friend got into a fight for like 8 seconds?
Maybe they won't want us for a panel.
Well, since when are you the voice of reason?
I am the voice of reason.
Yeah, but you don't have this energy with yourself or with the rest of your life.
Yes, I do. What the fuck are you talking about?
You're just bringing it to me.
I'm bringing it to the company. You are an entity.
Some of the security guards there was kind of a little like.
Were they tweaking?
I mean, not even like really tweaking, but like when we walked in the second day, not the first day, but when I walked in the second day, I don't know. The homie said something like to like the guy that kind of joking around. He was like, "Nah, this crypto." And the other homie
The
was
security guard said that?
Yeah, to the
I
homie.
love when the security guards are gangbangers.
Nigga, your security's a gang member.
like, "Yeah, right."
True, but I also don't really think of him as a security guard aside from the fact that like I'm employing him as one. Like he doesn't work
I
for a
love that,
security
actually.
company or whatever.
My brother
He used
does
to be-
work with
yeah,
a security
yeah,
company.
yeah.
Oh, does he?
He did. Yes, he has his he has a guard card and everything. He's
Well, that's
licensed.
lit. I didn't realize
You
that.
didn't even know you had him as your
Well,
security.
I
and
went to
didn't know
the
any of
pumpkin
that.
patch the other day. I don't think we ever talked about this. I went to the pumpkin patch, and the security clearly had like the most fucking face tattoos of anyone in the entire
Really?
thing. And I'm looking at because he had a mask on, so you can only see his eyes and like a little bit. And I'm just looking at this dude, thinking like, oh my god, this guy is a security. This guy looks like he's about to shoot this shit up. And then I actually
Allegedly.
get in there, and it's pretty funny because it's like this is a place you would basically never go unless you had kids, right?
Yeah.
The pumpkin patch. But there's a lot of fucking dudes who I can tell because, you know, hanging out with AD and such has like sort of sharpened my, what do you call gangdar?
Like your hood meter.
Like your spider sense.
It's like gaydar, but for gangs.
That's dope.
Gangdar. Okay, I'm gonna roll with that. So my gangdar is kind of going off a little bit. I'm like seeing people and realizing like, oh shit, like I could tell from that guy's like overall demeanor and the hat he's wearing and the color or whatever. I'm like, I know where that guy's from. My gangdar is like taking another level up. This is cool. But I'm at the pumpkin patch and I'm kind of hoping like, Jesus, like it's like some of them are sort of looking at me and I'm like just wondering like, Jesus Christ.
You're like, what's up, cuz?
Imagine. What's up, cuz?
Hello, cuz.
Hello, blood. Hello, gangster.
Is that like weird when you can't tell if someone's staring at you because they like are about to do some harm to you, or because they are like, oh, that's the one guy from YouTube. Like,
It's always like that you're famous. It's never that they're mad at you until they are. But
I was
you
gonna
know,
say
like,
until that one,
because it's almost not even worth considering if they're mad at you because it's so unlikely. But then if that does happen, then obviously it's a very, very bad situation. Like if somebody really wanted a problem with
Like
you,
the CEO complex runs up on you.
like you posted that goddamn Offset video.
I'm gonna do you like they did Offset. No, but I mean, you know, you're at the pumpkin patch. It's like that's kind of in the back of my head too. Like even if somebody did have a problem with me, I mean, you got to be pretty much the craziest motherfucker to do something crazy at the pumpkin patch where it's like all kids.
Yeah.
And where Tattoo Man is securing it.
Exactly. And imagine that. Tattoo Man got a
Face tattoo,
whole
man.
mask on so nobody knows what gang he's in. He's fucking wearing all black.
Well, like his security
Ninja.
outfit.
Well, yeah. That's what I'm
He's
saying.
wearing all black
I'm saying though, like he's not wearing any like identifying materials, so I couldn't
because he's wearing his security.
I couldn't estimate who he was likely to help out
He's
in the
here
pumpkin
to-
patch war that I'm describing.
He's here to help everyone because he's a security guard.
I hope one of the people who saw me at the pumpkin patch is listening to this right now so that they can laugh at how not threatening the pumpkin patch
Yeah,
actually
a pumpkin
was.
patch. Why would they have security at the pumpkin patch?
Because-
It's literally kids.
Because it's in Culver City. It gets cracking out there.
Culver City is nice as fuck. You
and
ever been to that
because-
mall?
Yeah, but it's kind of right on the edge of some
It
places
is on the
where
edge.
It is on the edge.
you're going to have a little bit of a function when
It's
you're
on the
at,
spectrum.
What the fuck are you doing in Culver City? You live
pulling
Going
up to the pumpkin
somewhere
patch.
else.
Cuz.
There's pumpkin patches all over the
Yeah,
place.
there's pumpkin patches. Literally.
Okay, why did we go to that one? I don't really know.
There's
Huh?
there's a pumpkin patch in the valley, bro. That's close to the vicinity where you live.
I'm going to tell you something that you might not expect to know this.
What?
Lena is really kind of in charge of most of the parenting things. Like, for instance, like what pumpkin patch we go to, that's all her. I try to do whatever I can, but she's the one making the calls about the pumpkin patch.
No discriminating on the pumpkin patches.
And I think it's pretty nice that Lena took us to a pumpkin patch in the hood.
It's not
wasn't in the
Culver
hood.
City is not the hood.
Okay, if you
not
had
in the
seen the
hood.
security guard, then you would agree that is at least. Listen,
He's rehabilitating. He's trying to change his life.
Damn it, Adam.
Leave Tattoo Man alone.
Let Tattoo Man do his fucking
That's what I'm
thing,
saying.
man. He's there to make sure Parker Ann is protected.
look, they're not hiring that dude in
I'm s-
Van Nuys.
I'm
It's
sorry.
not happening.
I'm
He's got to
sorry.
work in Culver
I'd
City.
rather have my security have plenty
Face-
of tattoos on his face.
Oh, I'm thinking that too. I don't want no white security. Hell no.
If you want a security like Yuri working at Walmart or something,
Yeah.
This ain't a
to
Hootie and the
protect you,
Blowfish show. I need somebody
Yeah.
who knows what's going on
I
with
have
me.
no idea what that meant.
You don't know who Hootie and the Blowfish is? I feel like we've had this conversation on this podcast before.
We have.
Darius Rucker.
Speaking of Yuri,
You look just like him. You should be in for Halloween next year.
speaking of Yuri, can we tell his story about what happened to him at Complex Con?
The Complex Con press. Yuri,
Come on over, buddy.
get over here and tell us what happened.
wait, 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 wait.
I wanna hear
What I
this.
like about the story is he stood on his shit.
He stood
He
on his
better.
shit. Wait, hold on. Before you come over here,
You ain't been around nothing
take
but
that
niggas.
fucking hoodie off before you come over
Why?
here.
That's not drippy enough for you?
Hell no.
Why? That's our hoodie. We put that out years ago.
Well, I gifted him
that
the shirt.
shirt is
Oh.
that hoodie is trash.
Yeah, that shit.
The Black Swarby shirt way better than that.
And that kid sucks. Who y'all did that collab with? I hate that guy.
That's interesting. You hit him.
I kind of hate everybody. I'm
I have
sorry.
no opinion on that. Yuri, get over here. Tell us what happened at Complex Con and how you were a big, strong man. 10 Talks goes live every Sunday.
Also,
You look
why do
taller.
why are we all
do I?
why do we all have Supreme shirts on? What's
I
that?
know, right?
Get
We're
with,
supreme.
get with the times,
He's missing
dweeb.
out.
Y'all are black supremacists.
But basically,
both days, Saturday and Sunday, I was walking around Riley. I had to fucking just basically like shoo off dudes like flies from Riley. It was like only like probably like 4 or 5 dudes the first day, and then the second day was like even more like advanced. Like people were coming up to her going like, "Oh my God, you look so beautiful. You're on camera."
And have you not had to deal with this so much in the past? Because I mean, you've been in the pandemic for a large percentage of your relationship,
Yeah.
and maybe you haven't been to that many like big groups of people.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
100%. This
yeah,
is our
probably
first
not-
event.
Yeah,
together.
exactly.
Wow, that's crazy.
But in like the streets, like well, I don't know, like when we go to like shopping or anything like that, just like
streets,
walking around.
less people.
It's
like
way different.
People
Yeah.
will look, but they're not coming up to her fucking saying shit. But here it's like fools are just.
Were people being,
desperate
like,
and horny or some
disrespectful?
shit. Well, not really. No one was really being too disrespectful.
Hot single girls at Complex Con are a pretty scarce commodity.
It was literally all 98% guys.
You could have started some shit and had me, Kiki, Vail, and House Phone.
I didn't even know where you guys were. What am I going to shout?
Yeah,
for
I didn't
help?
even see you the first.
Crips.
I didn't even.
But I was gonna say the story that Adam brought me on here to tell. That's the one that kind of irritated me the most because this guy
It
came up.
happened on stream.
Yeah, but all of them happened on
What?
stream. Every single one of them. But this dude came up to Riley and I, and he was like acting all cool. He's
use
like,
the
"I want to link and build."
You're
blah
gonna
blah.
leave in the middle of the story, and you're gonna not.
All right, I'll just take
Oh,
it.
okay. Thank you.
Anyways,
He knows. Okay.
this fool came up to us saying he wants to link and build, do all this shit, like make merch or something. Like, he was just basically trying to like work together, right? He's like, "What Instagram can I follow to tap in with you guys?" I'm like, "Follow my Instagram, Harmonious Yuri," right? So he goes like follows it. As soon as he finishes following it, he like looks over to Riley, goes, "What's your Instagram?" And I go, No, you can't have that one." And he just starts laughing. And then like I just go, "Riley, let's go." We turn around, start walking. He goes, "I'm unfollowing you on Instagram," and I'm just like. What a weak ass, like, I don't know, just like fucking backhanded approach to try to like
Talk your shit,
act
Yuri.
all cool.
Fuck that nigga.
You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't even brave enough to be like, "Oh, what's your number? Oh, you have a boyfriend? My bad." That happened. You know,
Right.
fools would just leave. He was like trying to do this like sneaky conniving. I think I have clout, so she'll say yes. Like, it was so weak.
Does
I
this
don't know, I
make
hated
you
that
wonder if maybe she's too good looking for you?
Well,
would you say some
everyone
shit
like
like
This
that?
is the universe kind of telling you.
No, why the fuck would you say that to him?
I'm just wondering if that's crossed his mind.
Well, people say this to me all the time, so you know, it obviously has crossed my mind. But
I don't think that.
But it's just like I don't know, man.
Nigga, next time you be like this. Nigga, I'll kill you. Start shaking your head. They'll leave her alone then.
What's funny is that we ran into Matt Ox, right? And Riley's younger
tried the
brother.
same thing?
No, not him.
Okay.
His homie.
wow.
Riley's younger brother.
DJ
like,
Bluetooth?
no, I don't know who it was actually.
boy.
But Riley's younger brother loves Matt Ox, so I was like, "Yo, Matt Ox, her younger brother loves you." And then he came over, said hi to Riley. They started talking, and then he had a group of friends. Candy Paint was there, and then one of their homies was just like, "Hey, what's that girl's name right there?" I'm like, "She's my girl." And then he's like, all right. And then fucking that's it. And then like that was the end of that.
It's like
you know?
a prison vibe in there because
Bruh.
there's such like a lack of girls that like the dudes who want to meet girls are like foaming at the mouth type
But there's
shit.
so many girls there walking in groups of girls or by themselves. Why are you coming up to me
I guess there were
with
some
a
groups
girl
of girls,
next to
yeah.
me? You know what I mean? Like,
Never. Don't do no fanboy shit when you with your girl. Even if you like somebody like that, nigga. You're a Yuri, nigga. From No Jumper. You feel me? You got a fight coming up. You about to whoop some ass. You feel me? Nah, nigga. You stand
That would be
confident and move.
the worst experience for you. I know you. I feel like this is something that could happen that would be such a bad experience for you is that if you were with her and you met a rapper that you loved and then it quickly became apparent that he thinks that you're like offering her up to him.
hell, it would turn to switch back to the original Yuri. It would be like, fuck no.
Would you lose your
Immediately.
fandom?
I wouldn't lose my fandom. Well, depending on how he would handle the situation.
Would you fight for her honor?
If it comes down to it, yeah, I would have to, right? It's like, I'm not going to be like,
So
oh,
when nigga said, "Hey, I want your bitch,"
I'd be
what you gonna do?
I'd be like, "You're fucking retarded."
You gotta fight him
Exactly.
right there in the complex
But
con. Grab a
you-
coat hanger.
You know what I
realized?
realized though is like, I've never had a, this is my first girlfriend ever. I never had a girlfriend. I had to deal with these types of
Wow.
situations, and I've always noticed like in public spots, like sometimes you'll see a dude who's just hovering behind his girl no matter
You don't
where
wanna
they
be that
walk.
guy, yeah.
I'm realizing why dudes do that now. I'm like, this is why fools are like this.
I have
'Cause,
a
like,
great idea.
What?
Get a gun.
Get her a hijab.
A job is a cool idea. A hijab is an even better idea. Now you can see why those people are doing that.
Exactly.
But I have an idea. Next Tent Talks merch. It's a shirt that says, "I'm with the guy with the glasses," and it has an arrow. And maybe you can make another shirt for like her, or no, for you, that says, "I know she's too hot for me." That would be funny too.
Why y'all saying that?
Just
I'm
in Venice Beach
Yuri's-
merch.
I'm
Yuri's
playing into the joke.
Yuri's a fucking prize.
Hey,
man.
looking
thank
guy,
you,
yeah, I'm
thank you, bro.
saying.
What
Yeah,
the fuck?
man.
I appreciate
And he
that.
stood on
Thank
his
you.
shit and he made people show respect. He didn't just let other guys get his girl's Instagram in front of him, which would that would have been pretty sad.
I would have been so mad.
I would have been
Bruh.
pretty disappointed.
No, yeah, I wouldn't be cool with that. I'd be pissed.
Do you get much drip?
Shout out to fucking Tokidoki. They gave me hella shit. Market
I
gave me
saw
hella
that.
shit. Had to cop one of these ashtrays.
Nice.
Super fire. But I didn't leave like AD and house phone, did you? Guys left literally like fucking Santa Claus.
Well, they were stealing shit,
We were still shit.
so that was
I
different
kind of feel bad for Trev though,
because he didn't get as much drip.
because we got the hats and he's just like, every time I talk
Crying.
about a new hat, Trev be like, man.
Well, it's already been decided that if Trev is on the hat battle undercard, that's okay. He can't be. He's not ready for the main event.
He's up there.
You think he's up there?
He's up there. But right now, I'm ready for the main event. Since
Are you?
maybe my bookie needs to have this on
Oh
there
my
because I'm
God.
definitely the underdog and
Saw
I'm
a
about
poll.
to come crazy.
I saw a poll putting house phone at 87%.
I mean, but
Damn.
technically, those are like your fans, and they're
No, they're
technically
no jumper plug fans.
Wait a minute.
They've known him longer. You're right.
They know him longer. You know what I'm saying? Because if I put it on mine, I'm pretty sure that I will smoke him in the shit.
Most of your fans probably don't know who house phone is yet.
That's what I'm saying.
I want to see this hat battle, so we got to really plan it out.
But right now, I got some heat.
So what does the hat battle look like? You just sort of like each would slowly pull out your hats, put them on your head, and then just
I think it'd be like
you
this.
strut back and forth like on a. Should we build a runway?
Yeah, we should make a runway.
Like
exactly.
Paris runway show.
In my mind, there's 10,000 people
Right.
in a crowd, right? In a circle. And then it's like kind of like Pokemon. Where we just take one out like this, like, fly! And everybody's like, ooh.
And you throw the hat at house phone, and then he's captured inside the hat, and then you get to carry him around in your backpack.
This is a trap hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we just do it. And then he pulls one out. Boom.
But first, you whip a strawberry at him.
But we need we need three strangers to sit on the sideline and give up like the scores and shit.
Unbiased.
But we need real
Unbiased
hat
drip lords.
experts.
Exactly.
They don't have to be experts.
Yeah, you would like it if it was a bunch of fucking dummies, huh?
They don't have to be dumb. Why would it be dummies?
Because
would be
you
that?
would like an uneducated juror selection,
Why?
because then it's more likely that they won't understand
Bro,
the
this
greatness
nigga
that house phone
wait a
brings to the
minute. No,
table.
Okay, listen.
And where is he? How long
Mind you,
does he have to shit
he
for?
He had a fucking hat with some Zanny bars on there. That's not creative, bro. That's just junky-ish. Okay.
You just never done Zans, bro.
Yeah, you
Fuck
don't
Zan.
get it. You don't get it.
No, I'm kidding.
You don't have taste.
But that's not.
You haven't heard a whole lot of red.
To me, that's not creative. I made a confession to House Phone the other day. He was like, "Did you you really ain't listen to a whole lot of Red?" I said, "I listened to it the first day. I was just playing like that to piss House Phone off. It's on my phone. It's been on the phone.
Okay. But anyway,
You know what I think would
I
be
like being
interesting?
defiant.
I've noticed.
Yeah.
I feel like if we could make like maybe like if we had a studio with 5 different sets, like a bar area, a dancing area, a jungle gym, and like a basketball court, and then you guys take your hats and like choose them for each situation, like which one works best.
That's actually not a bad idea.
This is my basketball playing hat.
Oh, yeah. So, because it's mostly about wearing the right hat for the right moment.
Exactly.
So, if you pull up to the Rock Nation brunch, and then you have to go into your hat bag and you have to figure out and then you pull out a vintage Rockefeller hat, throw that on,
Exactly.
Jay-Z sees you. He says, I would like to sign you
He
to
bites
my
his
management
lip.
company.
And here's 500,000
Here's
without going to dinner.
500,000 and come to lunch with me. What do you say your name is? AD? I like the cut of your jib.
Wait,
What is a jib?
What?
What is a jib?
You've never heard of a jib?
I've heard that term, but I don't know what a
Nah.
jib is either.
Oh, you've got a jib.
I heard of the jab.
Should I Google it? I'm willing
jib.
to Google cut.
I feel like it's a baseball bat. Cut of your jib.
search cut of my jib.
I think it means penis, because the only thing you cut on a body is a penis.
Him porn man. That's what.
I'm about to cut your penis off. Let me just search this real quick. Cut
By the shape of his nose.
Nose?
of my.
I like the cut of his jib. I
Jib.
like his attitude. Oh, it's
That's what it says.
appearance or demeanor.
Yeah.
A
It has
person's
now
appearance-
come to indicate when someone thinks of a person's appearance or demeanor. I like the cut of his jib.
Originally, the person was recognized by the shape of his or her nose. So I have a distinctive nose, I guess.
Yes, because it has a nose ring in it.
Yeah, you got diamond ring.
You got that Rumpelstiltskin nose.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't know.
What is a Rumpelstiltskin nose?
I mean,
I thought I had a pretty decent schnoz.
We're just gonna start nose shaming in the
you got that
office.
gluten-free nose.
I eat hella gluten, bro. I eat everything.
Hey, watch yourself when making nose jokes to him because the racism police are watching.
Bum bum.
And they
And we
anything
heard
you
said
say
the
could
N-word before.
No, I like your nose ring.
you do not want to
That's a
say
nice nose ring.
you don't want so look
Oh,
he's saying
What?
racist things
it's-
about 80's
no, I'm
nose.
not. No, I said I like his nose ring.
You said the N word before?
You want to be careful saying anything about a black person's face or anything about them really
Yeah.
because the racism police will take you to task.
That might have been one of the worst shits I ever taken here.
That's what you were doing.
Hell yeah.
We were talking about the hat battle the
I've
whole
never
time.
took a shit here. I swear to God.
No, he said he doesn't shit in public at all. He would just rather go home.
That's insane. Are you really? You're not built for this life then.
If Black China can't do it, I can't do it.
But
Honestly,
you
I
travel,
feel
you go to other states and countries, and what do you do there? You have to go back to
shit
the
there.
hotel?
I shit there.
But you won't take a shit in like a shitty bathroom, like a porta potty?
I
or
mean,
a-
maybe now that you got like nice clothes and you take a shower now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like to think you
but-
go in there, you be like this.
But how I'm dressing
he kinda
impacts
does.
how you want to shit.
Yeah.
Bro, this nigga purposely does not flush the toilet when he pees whenever
See,
we go
shit
in
like
there.
that.
I'm from New Hampshire.
What does that mean?
If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down.
Because you're from Hash Brown Town. Because you're from Hash
You
Brown.
never heard that before?
I heard that before, but
Yeah,
You're used to you flush your pee your whole life?
yeah, nigga.
Seems like a huge waste of water.
Like, what do you
Why?
mean?
You want just yellow water? Have you ever dropped your phone in the water?
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Or
I
like
have.
or like an AirPod or just anything.
Why is your AirPod dropping in the toilet?
It fell out my ear.
Wow.
No. It hasn't done that yet, but I'm saying like the fact that like it could possibly fall into Adam's marinated yellow pee.
Oh, it looks like Gatorade. Looks like chicken noodle
It
soup.
looks like that box logo
Oh, God.
in the bathroom.
It's more of a gold. Today, while I was driving, I threw up in my mouth, and I had to kind of. I didn't want to spit it out the window because I felt like something was going to come back onto me. And this is like I'm like feeling the like acidic throw up juices and like the chunks of puke in my mouth, and I'm having to like.
Why did you puke though?
I think I was drinking coffee too fast, and it just like upset my fucking stomach, and I just like a little bit, but it was in my mouth.
Why don't you just roll the window down?
I probably should have because I thought it was going to stop before I did.
And then like, like stick your head out real quick.
Yeah, I probably should have.
Jesus.
Anyway, this podcast is not all about me talking about gross things that have happened to my body. But yeah, Saturday, Comics got a good time. You're the only one who went back for Sunday.
I'm the only one who went back because
He wanted a jury test.
Well, for the record, the whole No Jumper team was there. Me and AD are the only ones who skipped out on Sunday.
Yeah. Well, I felt like I didn't do my due justice.
You wanted to do
Saturday.
more.
Yeah, so I came back Sunday so I could like film, just going around trolling people. I was looking for a diamond tester so I could ask for niggas' chains.
Kazumi was in there promoting her OnlyFans. Like
She had a flag.
She acts like she has like $3 to her name when in reality she's making a shitload of money.
Well,
She's out here
how do you
going hard for every sign up.
How do you think she got the money?
I mean,
Going hard.
but you
she's
just-
a marketing fucking genius.
You'd think that she
Yes.
would just slow down at some point.
Why
and
would
instead,
you?
she's just going hard.
90% of
as fuck.
Patreons come from her.
I oftentimes realize that. And the other day, we had an Asian girl on. I liked her. I sent her to Kazumi. Boom. Now they're friends. I think.
I can't stop going in.
I can't stop going in.
That's what I'm saying. No, shout out to her. She's a fucking marketer's genius. She looks just as good in real life.
I shouted her out in the shit show too.
Who?
Kasumi.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I saw the
very
clickbait
nice.
is that you're leaving No Jumper.
And people really believed it.
What is like what actually happened?
And shout out to cultural millennials and yeah. You seen their page?
Shout out Coach Warren. No.
They got like 300,000, 400,000. They like a lot of our content.
Oh, okay.
They was like, say it ain't so. And
Really?
then I was like, it's cap. They was like, see you in 45 minutes.
What happened that even allowed them to make
Yeah.
that joke for the clickbait?
I guess you gotta wait and see. I'm not playing. I'm playing. No, they said, yeah, we can't. We didn't have a chance to ask you about yourself because Adam hogged up all the stuff. And I was like, fuck Adam.
Jesus.
And then they said, wouldn't you like to be the third person on the shit show? And I was like, yeah, nigga, fuck it.
Right.
And that was it
The third person?
on the shit show.
Oh.
Because it's two
okay.
of them, yeah.
How was it? You like sort of living out your fantasy of being surrounded by skinny blonde women.
It was cool. Becca asked me, have I ever sold crack before?
Yo, what?
I swear.
She really asked that.
I swear.
I mean, you're a rapper. I guess you sold crack.
You should have been like,
And you did, right? One day.
And then she was like, "And you're a Crip?" I was like, "What the fuck?" She's like, "Well, Adam said you're the Crip." I was like, "Hey."
Did you explain that I said crepe? He's like a really thin rolled up pancake.
If you were a crepe, would you be a savory crepe or a sweet crepe?
Well, to
You a
be
sweet
honest,
ass nigga.
ain't nothing sweet about me.
I'm savory.
To be honest, though, I love both.
I'm not a savory crepe guy. Give me a
You don't
sweet
like
one.
them? Fuck
I
with
think
them.
that's weird. No. When she asked you, did you sell crack? You should have been like, ever, it's the 10 crack commandments.
Whoa,
What?
and then just
This
say
time.
the entire thing and be like, well, actually, there's this song that I wrote back in the day.
Like it's rules to this shit. I wrote me a manual.
And Becca, a manual. Who's Emmanuel?
That would have been hilarious,
Oh,
honestly.
I love that idea. You went,
Emmanuel Lewis.
who I've often said you look a little bit like.
No,
I've never said that before. Now.
That's terrible.
But you don't think you kind of have a passing resemblance to him?
look up Emmanuel Lewis.
I know what he looks like.
I want the fans to see. Do I look like Emmanuel Lewis?
You can say I look like Wee Man.
That's terrible. You know who Emmanuel Lewis is?
Like he's like a little nigga, right? Yeah.
Tell me that don't look a little like
He's
AD.
like a giant baby. He's 50 years old.
He's still alive, huh?
I hope so.
He's 4'3", and AD is like
That nigga chucking up the
6'5".
beat. Look at him. He like, oh, bloods.
Yeah, this is like literally the polar opposite of you. He's
He's
To me-
4'3".
There's a similarity.
he's from New York. AD's from LA.
Compton.
It's nothing.
City of Compton. Anyway, where were we? Oh, anyway, I wanted to tell you guys that we have a very nice package right here from some very, very good friends of ours. That would be the people at Vance Global. Vance Global is a Delta 8 and CBD company based out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin that has been around since 2018, focusing on creating eco-conscious and quality-driven products. Always lab tested, they create each product with the environment in mind, using 100% organic products, vegan pectin, and recyclable materials. We never use any harmful additives or fillers. Delta 8 THC gummies are the newest product. These are made with pectin, so they are completely vegan. And this is a 400 milligram 8-pack, and each gummy is 50 milligrams. As with any CBD/THC product, these are 18 plus. But if you do hit the link in the description, I think, or actually the link is vance/global.com. And if you use the code NOJUMPER, you'll get 20% off your order. That's vance-global.com, which is not to be confused with Vance Refrigeration, who I've also done some deals with in the past. Anybody know what I'm talking about? So you guys
Shout out
to
to
thinking about?
Meredith.
I'm thinking about chucking a few of these down my old gullet by the end of the night, to be honest with you.
These things are 400 milligrams. I'm ready to.
But it's
This
this is Delta 8, and there's also the CBD version, I believe.
I'm off that Delta, no COVID.
I had a. Never mind.
What?
I was gonna say I thought Delta 8 was a little like less strong. They say they're less strong than edibles.
Okay. And you've had it?
I took 2 and I had a panic attack.
Yeah, I believe it.
You might want to size down a little bit.
So-
maybe go with a half piece, since you don't need to be taking 400 milligrams of anything.
Nah,
No.
Yeah.
400 milligrams of water.
Go for the proper dosage.
I keep telling you, I think Adam fucking laced me that one time. He
with the
gave me
gummy?
a piece of the, or he gave me one.
It was the future.
It was 2.
Because you know what? Those were some bootleg fucking gummies at that time that didn't have the proper measuring between each different gummy. Not a problem with vance-global.com.
Yeah, I think Vance got it down locked.
Vance Refrigeration. I'm going to keep
think-
going back to that.
I'm
And
gonna
I
try
like-
one of these from Vance today.
You should definitely.
I like the packaging too. Looks good. The color like grabs your eyes,
And it's vegan.
and it's
Which I
vegan
Pectin.
What's a pectin?
That's what they
Yeah.
made it from. And it's vegan, apparently.
Oh,
from a pelican, like a.
Is that what
organic pelican
from a
feathers.
pelican? Shout out to Vans.
Shout out to Vans.
Vans. Oh, yeah, Vans. I wish we were sponsored by Vans as well. So that was Complex Con. Now let's move on to the other crazy thing that happened this weekend.
Ay, ay, ay.
8 people died
Probably 8 and counting.
at Astroworld. Terrible situation. I mean, I know some people have jokes about it and everything. I don't really feel like
course.
bringing that energy to the table because I feel
You said they what?
Had
a lot of people
and
have
stuff.
jokes on Twitter,
That's
whatever.
disgusting.
Right? You shouldn't joke about that.
We
But
saw so many like
it's easy to be cynical about it. I feel horrible for everybody involved. I got some shit for saying that I felt bad for Travis, but I mean, I don't think, from my perspective, I'm willing to take his word for it that he didn't know that that was happening, because if he did, I just am choosing to believe that he's a human being who would have been fucking horrified, you know?
You could equally be sad for the victims and the family members, and also be like, damn, I know the artist was probably put in a compromising situation.
He's up on stage performing for 50,000 people
Nigga, they
or
said
whatever.
200,000 was there.
200,000 people.
Well, they had sold about 60,000 tickets, but then you had that earlier in the day where a whole bunch of people
Yeah, they was
broke
running in and doing that shit.
Oh, so it was supposed to be 60K and it ended up being 200K because of that? Because no way 150,000 people ran in.
No.
But it was more.
It was just way more people than they probably were prepared
I
for.
seen some images that showed like the way that they actually section up the people at a lot of concerts and stuff, so that there isn't able to be this like massive wave of people crushing other
other
people,
and shit, yeah.
which seems like something that they
Bro,
probably should have invested in.
The one story that I heard about, that shit broke my heart, bro. The fucking dad had his 9-year-old son on his shoulders, and I
Oh,
guess
God.
he passed out. And when he passed out, they trampled his son. And when he woke up, he could not find his son. And they took the boy. They had to find. They had to label his son as a John Doe because his parents weren't there. Yes, and they said all of his organs were crushed, bro. And he's in a coma right now, bro. 9-year-old boy, bro. This just crazy, bro. Swear to God.
Dude, and I mean, if you really this is just my perspective, but if you really think Travis Scott is so heartless that he could know that there's something like that happened in the crowd and that he would keep performing, I just don't believe it. I think he would have stopped the show if he had any idea that was happening. Maybe he was a little callous, maybe he wasn't paying close enough attention, but I mean, when you're up on stage having to perform these songs in front of that many fucking people,
There's no way you could There's no way you could pick out the severity of a situation from that far.
I
up.
was mad at the cameraman.
some of the staff and shit who seemed like they were the kind of callous
People
ones.
is literally saying there are people dying,
Yeah.
right? And they're just like
Right.
whatever. Like that shit is disgusting.
Some of that
bro.
was pretty shocking to me. Either way, I mean, I heard they have a $26 million insurance policy, but it's going to be well over $100 million worth
course.
of charges and lawsuits, and they have to refund everybody's shit. I mean, the thing that seems crazy
because the
about this,
festival got canceled the next day.
but
Obviously,
didn't they actually do it the next day, or did
No,
they? They
No,
didn't.
they canceled
okay, that
it.
was a myth. All right.
And he dropped out of day in Vegas.
he dropped out a day in Vegas?
The question is if he dropped out or if they removed him, because their statement that they put out kind of made it look like they took him off the festival, which, I mean, this is kind of like going to be a really interesting test outside of like the horribleness of the fact that people died. When you look at Travis's career, I mean, it seemed like he was just on this unstoppable trajectory of just becoming so ridiculously gigantic. And now I'm seeing some pretty crazy stuff. They're removing the fucking Travis Scott emote from Fortnite. I saw they're taking him off of fucking Day in Vegas. I saw this crowd. It looked like it was a lot of white people and not really as much like fucking hip hop audience.
That scissor show.
Right, that was a SZA show.
Yeah.
They played fucking Sicko Mode or some shit, and the crowd was booing until they took the song off.
What?
So some people are like actually really mad at Travis Scott enough that they're trying to like take his fucking career down now.
I seen a lot of conspiracy theories with the show as well. Like,
Right.
I don't know. I think right now, at this time, everybody is trying to point a finger at somebody to blame,
course.
and they're
Yeah.
trying to make him the. I mean, if you have to perform in front of, if it's 200,000 people, it's like, come on now. Somebody in that staff should have pulled the plug on that show. Like, they should have turned the lights, not turn the lights off, but pulled the plug on that show, bro. Stop all the music and everything like that to help people. And it just feels like as a combined, the staff, they didn't do a good job, and they weren't even caring when people were really trying to, be safe. And then I read like some of the stories. They said, this guy said that if you put your hand up, it was so packed that you wouldn't even be able to put your hand back down.
I believe it, man. Fucking,
That's
I
terrible.
haven't been to the front of a festival concert experience in a long time, but sometimes when you're like in the front of the crowd, God, this is so bougie that this is my only experience. But when you're in the front of the crowd, like on the stage, and you just see the way people are so packed in up there, my perspective is like, why the fuck would you want to be packed in like this? What are you doing for water? How would you
can't
get
even
out of
leave.
here
You
if you
can't even-
wanted to get out of here? How the fuck could you get out of here? You'd have to
couldn't.
pass through this giant mosh pit or you'd have to like go sideways all the way to. I mean, it just seems like pretty crazy for fans to put themselves in that position, but to see it go this left is also just fucked.
And then you seen the video of the ambulance was trying to get
The
people out.
ambulance is trying to drive
and people is
through.
climbing on the fucking ambulance.
Like,
Those
oh yeah,
kids-
it's lit.
Those kids are pieces of shit. If they're dragging a fucking body out of the festival and you're dancing around on top of the thing, I mean, you are an absolute asshole.
People are fucking like it's just nuts, man.
That was mind blowing.
But it's like to put the full blame on the artist, like in that moment, I feel like just doesn't make any sense. If you've never been up on a stage and like couldn't even like make out a face because there's just seas of people for
Right.
as far as you can see, I don't understand how people can like exclusively blame him for that. I know it's his festival. Obviously, he should take some blame, but you can't exclusively just.
If I'm
put it on
Travis Scott and I'm out there, I'm focusing on performing, and I'm assuming
That
that,
the people-
if
the
there
staff
are
are
people
paid
dying in the audience, never mind even just passing out, being dragged out, or whatever, if there's a situation that's out of control, I'm assuming that everyone who works here, that's their priority to deal with this. I'm up here to perform. If things get so fucked up that I should stop performing, okay, well, tell me that.
Yeah.
And I refuse to like put all the blame on him when you think about how many people it took to make this concert happen.
Yeah. I don't understand the communication of how was like someone not like radioed to be like, yo, like, you know,
People
like,
are dying.
yeah, you know, to just let Travis know that it was that serious.
And then too, I read this one guy. He said that he seen bodies being trampled, and
Yeah.
he's seen lifeless. He's saying he's seen the one or two lifeless bodies on the ground. He said he had to climb up this platform, and he's telling the camera guy like people are dying, and the guy told him like
Get the fuck down.
I'm gonna get down before I kick you off or something like that. Like this shit is
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. When
bro.
I saw that, I thought they were going to be finding even more dead people. I was honestly
thinking the same
I
thing.
ended up thinking like 8 is okay, thankfully, because it sounded like it was going to be way worse at a certain point. I mean, do you think honestly that this has like a very bad long-term ramification on Travis Scott's career? They're saying that they edited him out of the fucking Kardashians reality
that is
show,
weird,
which
though.
is bizarre to me. I mean, he didn't do anything on purpose, you know, like to
Is he at fault for throwing a festival?
and then literally like he stopped the show because he heard somebody passed out.
right.
He didn't even know that like people were actually dying.
I think the staff is who really fucked that shit up for real. And I mean, then too, it's like, why the fuck is Drake getting sued?
what?
Because they're gonna sue anybody who had
Anybody.
anything to do with that shit. They're gonna sue anyone. I'm not really surprised at all. Honestly, it's crazy because the like company who put the event on, I know those guys and we've like done stuff with them in the past. I haven't done like a temperature check of like texting any of the employees or whatever, but I'm kind of wondering if their entire business all of a sudden looks. Actually, you know what? They sold it a couple years ago, so there's no way that they're actually dealing with it. But
And then too, like the reports of somebody stabbing people with a
Yeah,
drug.
with random
crazy.
drugs.
And that's been confirmed. That's like the police
was real.
department says that that's a real thing.
Yeah.
He said that on now national television.
I think a lot of people assumed at first that was just like a false flag that the Travis Scott team was putting out there so that it would take some of the blame off of them. Like, no, look at all this crazy shit that's going on. That's real, apparently.
Well, because think about it. If you got, an increase of about like 30% more people than y'all were even expecting that broke in and broke down these barriers and shit, how the fuck can you, like you can't send them through metal detectors and shit like that. They fucking broke all the shit down.
The question is just like, does this? Okay, it's definitely going to have a big effect on Travis Scott's career. I would say it's definitely not going to be like a career-ending thing at all.
No,
I honestly
I don't
don't.
think so.
I don't think he might lose some corporate opportunities and stuff for a while.
Which is big for him, though.
He's not going to seem. Yeah, you're right. Because honestly, like even him doing like the McDonald's deal and
Hell
stuff,
yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Travis Scott be able to do something like that again. a year or two from now, but I think it's going to be a while before brands want to directly associate with them like that.
Even with that, right? Because you can go back to like the Ariana Grande situation where like the bombing happened.
But people viewed her as being completely powerless in that situation, which she was. Travis Scott, people like it's possible to put the blame on him, so people are going to put the blame on him.
Yeah, and I feel like they've been trying to catch a L for him for forever
because he's had kind of like a flawless career in a lot of ways. Like myself personally, not the biggest fan, obviously, elephant in the room, but he's kind of like just seamlessly like leveled up over and over and over in the rap game. And like, have you ever seen him take a serious hit?
I don't think I've ever seen him take any L's.
Piers Morgan talking about him, I said, this is fucked up.
But it's crazy because people are coming out of the woodwork. Like I seen this TikTok that was going super viral from his like former manager talking about he's the biggest asshole, how he did this, and that. Because honestly, like as me, I was basically kind of sort of in the music industry when Travis Scott's career started. That was like the only thing I would ever hear about Travis Scott. In the early days of his career, he's the biggest dickhead you've ever met. I heard that from people over and over and over, people with stories about how rude and shitty he was to them or whatever. And then at a certain point, that just kind of stopped. And
he just elevated past it.
And I don't know if maybe he like just chilled the fuck out and became a lot nicer. But it was weird watching his fucking his ex-manager apparently say this stuff because I'm like, this is really taking me back to like 2015 when people like if you watch the Tyler Grosso podcast. He's fucking basically telling like a horror story about hanging out with Travis Scott. Didn't he leave him in the rain?
He kicked him out in the rain
out
in
of
the
a club.
Uber. Yeah, like just.
And like that was the era of like me thinking.
Or even remember, I don't know if you ever seen this one, but it was like the photographers and shit. They were on stage. And he was like, "Get the fuck off!" Like like whatever the fuck. But
I mean, if he's still like that, they've done a pretty amazing job at like keeping it out of the public eye.
I don't think so.
I don't think he has like an asshole reputation at this point. You know.
I think the things that we're talking about, his fans and stuff, and all these kids that know him from Fortnite and shit, they have no idea what we're talking about.
Did you watch the Netflix special
about Travis Scott? No.
I feel like that shit painted him like
a fucking god
bigger light,
almost.
Bro. The Netflix shit was crazy.
Yeah,
he's very careful about how he puts himself out there.
That's why this is a fucking marketing debacle.
You know what it reminds me of is how the Ace family, Austin McBroom, he did that big ass Social Gloves boxing match. He wins the fight. He defeats Bryce Hall. He's supposed to get $5 million and make however many millions and millions of dollars off the event, but he just completely fucked it up. So he gets nothing.
How?
Because they didn't promote it, so it didn't sell that well. So like they didn't move enough tickets, and they ignored a lot of the advice about doing like traditional marketing to make it bigger. They thought that they would be able to just put it on their Instagram stories and shit, and that would be enough marketing. So now. I mean, he's being sued for like maybe like $100 million and like crazy tens and tens of millions of dollars. And the craziest thing about it is that they sign contracts that are a bit like when you do events like this, you do it under an LLC so that people aren't able to come directly for your fortune, so that they have to sue the company. But the thing is that they sign these like forms that are basically saying like you have to pay this fighter before any other costs are paid for the event. So before you paid for the venue, you got to pay this fighter. And he signed multiple forms like that for multiple different fighters. So basically like he's extra fucked and they're going to come after his personal assets. And that's what I wonder about this is like, is Travis Scott's personal wealth going to be attacked by the people who are suing?
He has so much money that I don't even know if he's worried about that more than he's worried about his actual reputation.
You're right.
And
because that hurts his ability to earn long term, especially.
Exactly.
Not to mention also knowing 8 people died at your concert is pretty fucked up.
If you were like a caring person, it's probably artists that don't like they'll act like they give a fuck, but they probably
that's
don't.
The funny thing about it is that you see so many people on Twitter who seem like they are completely convinced that Kylie and Drake and Travis Scott don't give a fuck about other people to the extent that they like basically don't care that people died out there, because they are now saying that Travis Scott went to Dave & Buster's immediately after the concert.
But you got to think about, he probably didn't know the severity of the situation until hours, maybe even like the next day.
Kind of hard to imagine because.
You think so?
Well, just because, I mean, don't you have a whole fucking team of people that know exactly what's going on at this festival? Like, if they kept you in the dark about that, that would be a little surprising to me. But I mean, I guess I'll take his word for it.
I'm just saying, the nigga might have hopped off stage, went to Dave and Buster's and not knew anything was going on yet.
Right.
And then too, people probably got declared dead at the hospital.
Yeah, like way later and like.
Yeah. We might be fucking the timeline up because, who knows what people knew or what they didn't know. I mean, it must have looked pretty fucking crazy out there for him on stage.
Man, the way that they was saying it was a concert from hell. One thing I didn't like though was the People magazine saying Kylie Jenner pregnant, uninjured at the. I'm like, come on, man.
You know that the social media editor who wrote that fucking title got absolutely reamed out by their boss because that was like the worst framing for an article title I could ever imagine.
And like no offense, but like nobody was worried about.
Nobody
Kylie
was
Jenner
worried. Listen,
at the time.
We all know how
like
this
you're
looks.
you're in the crowd.
Yeah, like you're
like-
in the crowd. And that's what's so insane about it is that these people in the audience are basically like at war with each other, getting trampled and shit. We know Kylie was sitting in a beautiful dressing room in back.
in AC, like just hanging out, you know.
Come on. And we know you were shuttled into a, fucking
Sprinter
$300,000 Sprinter that you guys had customized. for this.
Bulletproofed out and all that.
Who's going car shopping with me Saturday?
Let's go.
We offer. You did say that. You did say that.
I'm
Yeah.
going test driving some very high-end luxury automobiles.
I think you should come to
Adam is
to the car on my side.
Adam
What?
is
Come be a Benz boy,
You
man.
can just finish your sentence. What?
Adam is stepping it up like just all the way around.
I
man.
like it.
I like it.
I need to get a new whip.
You take
I
a
think you should
shower.
get a Benz though.
Well, I'm going to go there. We're going to go to the fucking Bentley dealership. We're going to hit up the Benz dealership. We're going to see what we like.
if you're gonna get a Bentley truck, bro.
Yeah.
But if not, come to the Benz boys, man.
Yeah. Or I'll get a Bentley and then you'll have to upgrade and be on my level.
True.
There you
That's
go.
motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bentley boys together.
Hey,
That'd
talk
be
your
cool.
shit. Yeah, talk your shit, Adam. Go
So
crazy.
anyway, I wonder if Kerwin appreciates me wearing these or if he thinks that I'm maybe making them look a little old and white.
I think he had the only panel too.
He had a panel?
They were doing like
I
a
didn't see that.
Well, he
they
had
was
a
doing
concert.
like a podcast on there, bro. People was
Oh,
sitting
yeah, he
down.
probably was.
They
Oh,
had
really?
the shit on. Yeah, that was like the only shit I seen.
I guess RXK nephew vomited during his set a couple times
Like on the stage.
while he was performing, I guess.
Love that.
I didn't see any of this.
Yeah, I didn't see. I was sitting there and I had no idea some of the music that I was hearing. It was the artist actually performing it.
Lil Yachty.
really?
Like Lil Yachty, I think Chief Keef. There was a couple Yeet songs thrown in there.
I saw
was-
Yuri doing the worm on the ground during Cam Girl's set. Supporting Cam Girl
Shout
by
out to
doing
Cam
the
Girl.
worm.
Did you decide to like part the Red Sea of the crowd and just do the worm?
No one was turning up, so I was trying to get the crowd turned up.
Oh,
Thanks, Yuri.
Yuri
Thank
said
you.
he was being a hype man during Cam Gross set.
He was turning up. Yeah, because it's kind of weird. Like, there are all these people DJing, but then everybody's just at the booths, and so people aren't really thinking about the DJs.
Yeah,
I remember
at first.
I was just standing there talking to somebody, and then I thought to myself, I'm like, isn't DJ Scheme supposed to be DJing? And then I look up, and I realized that I could see the sign, and that it says DJ Scheme.
Yeah, but you couldn't see the actual DJ, right?
You couldn't?
Well,
there was mad shit between us and the thing, but I didn't go
Well,
over
like
there.
I was like a little closer, and like I was hearing music that I was like, I know this has to be Kim DJing because it was like who else would be playing this music? Like she was playing like hella LA music and shit like that. So I was like, I know this is Cam Girl. It said Cam Girl, but I couldn't see her.
Interesting.
Shout out to
Shout out to Cam Girl, man.
shout out to Cam Girl. And
Proud
shout
of
out
her.
to Lord Fubu.
Shout out to Lord Fubu.
House phone
Shout out
stopped
to
his
Lord
feud with
Fubu.
Lord Fubu.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? He had a booth at Complex Con. He hooked
80
us up
took
with some
me
dope
over.
hats. Shout out to my guy J
And
Tips.
some hoodies too.
Yeah, J Tips. You feel me? Dope hats. And me and House Phone, we decided we might collaborate on a hat after all this
Yeah.
too. You know what I'm saying?
After-
the best of both worlds.
after the hat duo.
After the showdown.
After I disintegrate him first, and
After
then
I disintegrate him.
Then
Content
we
Crib
collab.
logos on one side, Hawthorne fucking
Cougar
logo.
Burger,
I
Cougar
got,
Burger logo.
I got a dope pair of shoes from there though that I wanted though.
Ah, you did.
The Reeves Paris, the Air, the Cool Kais, you know what I'm saying? The Hemis, those was crazy. That's all I wanted from
I don't know
Complex
what
Con.
any of those words
Yeah.
you just used on.
Yeah.
The Hemis.
It's a pair of shoes.
It's a pair of
basically.
shoes. Yeah.
It's a pair of
fire.
it's a pair of shoes that
That house phone was like, this is hard.
yeah, they're hard, but
And shout out to High Rollers too, because the samples that I seen at Cool Kicks, and I ain't just saying that because you my homeboy,
Yeah.
but the colorway that if you drop those, y'all niggas gotta grab that motherfucker.
speaking of Cool Kicks,
We
man,
went to Cool Kicks.
went to Cool Kicks. That's where you're gonna be seeing Adam and a bunch of new drip.
If you want to know where I came from, maybe go watch the Cool Kicks vlog. The No Jumper version of the Cool Kicks vlog is coming out momentarily.
Coming out very
Should have been
soon.
out today. Not sure what's going on. But
Trev.
Trev lacking on the thumbnails. Or Laura. I don't know.
Laura didn't do this.
You don't
Nah.
blame Laura? Oh, no.
Nah, shout out to Adam for letting me come through while he dropped the fucking 11K bag.
I like how you slipped a fucking Supreme shirt that was like he slipped a $700 Supreme shirt into my order as if he was gonna get it. I saw it. I'm like, oh, you're gonna slip that in there. Guess what? I'm gonna pull up and wear it. But I forgot I was gonna wear it today. But then I figured that this hoodie matched these two good.
This
so I had to do it.
nigga said, "Hey,
Called me out.
He was like, I wonder if he's gonna give it to me."
Oh, that's all me now.
Nah, because
That's all me.
it had the big ass Yankee on the back, and he was like, I'm not wearing that.
Right.
You did say that.
Well, I'm not really like a Yankees guy since I am from the Boston area.
Oh, I forgot.
So normally I would not wear a Yankees logo. However,
just to spite me a little bit.
I'm a big proponent of the Crips. I understand that they're a fan of that logo. I don't personally understand it all, but I will wear the Supreme logo that has the NY on the back, and I won't wear it around T-Rail. T-Rail mad as fuck at the Yankees, man. I don't get it.
T-Rail,
George Costanza.
T-Rail has been so impressed with your drip upgrade.
He's so easily impressed, just like all of you.
What
you mean?
How are we easily
You don't
impressed?
shower for 3 years and you come and with new hair and new clothes, and we're proud of you.
You're proud. You like the hair.
Yeah.
The hair's cool.
You think the hair is part of the glow up?
Bro, yes.
Yeah.
You look like a whole new man right
It's
now.
like you're having a midlife crisis, but you're doing it the right
Yeah,
way.
in the most fashionable, coolest way.
You think that me wearing Teletubby shoes and dyeing my fucking hair transplant blonde at 37, almost 38, you think that that is a sign that things are going well in my life?
Yes.
Yeah.
You got a Supreme hoodie on.
Okay, sure. I'm dressed up like a motherfucking Easter egg.
I mean, we're getting new buildings.
Look at
Yeah. Nigga, you
That's a
talking
good
about-
point. But
We're getting way more ads. We have
look at Joe
successful
Budden.
shows.
He starts getting money. He's wearing fur coats. He's wearing fucking.
Okay,
like,
we don't want you to do all that.
I don't want to do that
but
shit
that's
either.
the New
I'm just-
York equivalent. If you wear a fur coat in here, I'm gonna think that you killed a bunch of animals
and made that.
and made it.
Okay.
You might have killed a bunch of animals regardless.
I don't know. I'm just like, I'm having fun with it, but I also am wondering, like, am I doing a little too much to like be a little too childish looking?
I'm just letting you know that like you don't have to spend like 11K.
No, he
like,
had to.
Like for your first time, yeah, you got to go
Because
crazy.
it was him, Lena, and it was Parker.
That's a
I
fact.
did. I got Lena a bunch of crap in that as well.
No, honestly,
I didn't realize that. I didn't even think about it until I got home.
I was very impressed. I was like, damn, my boy going crazy right
Because
now.
she's such a cheapskate. I just like try to encourage her to like actually fucking spend some money sometimes.
You're a cheapskate too, though, nigga. Relax.
Yeah, but I mean, she just has like been getting money for so long, and then she'll be like, "Oh, I love this. I want to get it. Oh, $200. I'm not getting it."
You're like-
and I'm like,
You're like,
"Bitch, if you like it, if you actually like it, be real with yourself. Think about how much money you have in the bank and spend the $200 on this thing. Or I'll even buy it for you. I buy her stuff just because she's like scared to spend money sometimes.
Hey, scared money don't make no money.
Shout out to T-Rail. He bought 4 pairs of shoes.
And he
bought
was also
2
wearing 4 different shades of red.
Yeah, I bought 2 pairs
whole
of
lot of
shoes.
red.
He looked like a melting
House
fucking
phone
Twizzler.
sold 2 pairs of shoes.
I was finna say I sold 2 pair of high roller samples while I was
You
there.
sold them 2 cool kicks.
No, not
No.
to Cool
Oh.
Kicks. It was it was
that
like
guy.
a
Jug
couple
Man.
guys. No, Jugman is the homie. Shout out my nigga J30. But those were the homies that I went to high school with actually, and they all like wanted pairs and shit.
Hey,
Pretty
when
funny,
when they came in, a couple of the no jump people was looking like,
Yeah, they're looking like
It was pretty funny having Parker around such an environment.
bro. That was my first time meeting Parker.
Really.
So adorable.
AD did his usual trick. Peekaboo. Peekaboo.
hey, she was hitting the box with me. I
Oh,
taught her.
yeah. She was staring at you just like,
Honestly, that was like one of the most precious moments. I'm
cool
like,
kid,
oh.
huh?
What?
She's pretty. She's just so cute. Like she's
But dude, I got to see her like do
That
something.
baby got good vibes.
no, literally.
You know, you the one,
bro.
you know, that got the radar.
bro. The
baby radar.
You
chillest
got good-
baby vibes.
You got good Baybar?
What?
Like radar for babies? I don't know.
my God.
Baybar.
Rename that something else.
It'd probably be, that'd be more like radar for babes.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like,
Baby dar.
Baby Dar.
Baby dar
Exactly,
sounds better.
exactly.
Okay. But no. So
Vibe dars.
I kind of got like 2 cameras pointing at me, like a bunch of people talking to me. It's like a whole circle, and I look over because I'm hearing fucking dot dot dot, and Parker's in Leonard's arms and looking at me. She's just dot 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 that like so much more forceful because she wants. This is
She's
like
trying to get your attention.
Normally, she like pretty much gets to get my attention, and now I'm over here talking to all these people at once, and she's like not able to get it, and she's
like, what the
getting
fuck?
way more animated with it than I ever seen her. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
She's like, nigga, get your ass over here.
She did say that, and I was like, Parker.
OG,
Parker.
OG suicide in the building.
Hey, on track music. I see the shirt. I see
On
the
track
vibes.
music, yes sir.
Hey,
But yeah, nah, that was cool. Like seeing you out with the whole family and
but so
shit.
how,
like-
how do you feel about being a Cool Kicks op and they edited you out of the vlog? You were upset about this. I didn't even see it, like the whole thing. I watched the first couple minutes and I forgot.
That's all right, man. Whatever. Like the video was the video for them was based on Adam and Lennis. So go crazy. As long as I was in the No Jumper vlog and not edited out. Shout out to my boy Trev. That's all that matters.
Anybody
But-
who's got some size 13 dunks, SB, whatever the fuck they're called, tap in with me. I'm trying to work on the collection. Size 13, very rare. I know there's people out there who
and
have
size 12 for me.
yeah, whatever.
and
Fuck
size
12.
9 for house phone.
Fuck 12. Hit my
Fuck
DMs. I'm not very knowledgeable, so if you want to try to fleece me out of my money, then you can probably do so. I'm going to be checking in. I don't know what I'm going to buy a copy of Beckett magazine or some shit so I can figure out the appropriate price of these things.
Or you
What's
could just
Beckett?
Google.
Beckett was the baseball card magazine when I was a kid that had the prices. I assume it still is.
Like a Kelly Blue Book?
That's for cars, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like that.
Yeah, but it's just like a magazine that people would buy. I used to read Wizard magazine as well, which would have the prices of all the comic books in the back.
Really showing your age there, buddy.
Yeah.
We have no idea what you're talking
Really?
Do you
about.
remember East Bay?
Yeah, okay, there we go.
That's just straight catalog. I'll
Now-
be looking through that shit.
CCS.
CCS for sure.
CCS had all the SBs
You know
back in
about
the day.
Dance Comp?
What is that?
The BMX catalog. We used to get in the back. I would look through that shit for hours and hours and hours just looking at all the bike parts.
Yeah, just start playing with yourself. Huffy,
Off
Huffy,
the
GT
CBD.
Dino.
Yeah, I'll chew on a Vance gummy and just beat my meat real quick. Yeah. GT Huffy Dino.
I'm off these Vans gummies. All the fans love me.
Might make your bitch give me a gummy
I'm looking
if
at
she loved me.
I'm looking at the bitch booty. It was kind of bubbly.
You ever got a gummy?
No.
You ever thought about it?
From an old lady, yes.
Really?
Oh, I thought you meant like his dick couldn't get hard. Or like,
No.
No, a gummy is like a
I
girl
thought you
with
meant
no
like.
teeth.
I thought you meant have you ever gave like some gummy out?
It's
Like,
gotta
a
feel
gummy
good.
worm.
Like you ever fuck a girl or fuck a girl's mouth and you're like, holy shit, this is like the biggest mouth ever. Like she has such a big, amazing mouth. But then think about there's teeth in there that are like making her mouth less big. You remove the teeth and you have like a way better
Yeah.
dick sucking apparatus.
Find me one with an oxygen tank.
Yo,
Bro,
you said find me where the oxygen.
No, find me one with an oxygen
I
tank.
interviewed a girl
That's
the
how
other
old I want.
I interviewed a girl who had a shit bag.
What?
That's terrible.
Somebody popped her.
She got rid of it, but yeah, they shot her. She had a colostomy bag.
Wait, are
She's
you
bad,
joking?
too. No, she's hot.
Why did she get shot?
I don't know. She was lacking or something. I don't know.
Did she talk about it like on the episode?
Yes, we talked all about it.
I kind of want to know how she got shot.
She didn't really go into details about why they shot
Why
her.
the fuck did you not ask any
He said
questions?
she was lacking.
It felt like she didn't want to talk about the exact reasons that some of her former friends shot her.
Oh yeah, she was up to some illegal activities.
I
of
don't know.
some
She was in the
sorts.
streets, quote unquote. But anyway, that interview is dropping soon. But she shared with me the information about having a shit bag. It was kind of hard for me to imagine like a beautiful woman like this having a
Yeah.
shit bag. But shit goes down in Florida, I guess.
Speaking of interviews, did you like that girl I sent in the group chat?
I haven't looked at her too much yet, although I do want to send a shout out to patreon.com/nojumper because there's an interview that AD and I did with a girl named Harriet Sugar Cookie, aka Harriet Tub Girl,
Tub Girl.
that was a great time. I know AD had a blast with her. He dumped some Doritos on her head, which people really seem to enjoy.
Yeah.
A Dorito smoothie.
I had a blast with her. She was so funny, so cool.
I felt like she controlled the whole interview.
She was so funny.
We love that energy.
I loved her.
And she let me dump Doritos on her head. What else is better than
She
that?
sounds like the funnest girl you
And she was
had
trying
on-
to catch him too. She was like,
She was getting naked. We were seeing her boobs.
She was getting naked. We
That
was
was cool.
seeing her boobs.
Patreon.com/nojumper if you want to spend the $10 a month to watch all the old episodes and the new ones. One a week.
New ones every week, baby.
And pretty soon we're going to drop 2 or 3 in a week because we have a bunch of episodes that we kind of want to get out because we have filmed too many. So we're going to be having a big week soon where you get 3
We
for
have a
$10.
plethora of hoes on the counter.
And women even. Anyway, speaking of women, Rico Nasty is on the Playboy Cardi tour. She's opening up for him. I think Ken Carson is performing below her on the bill, I'm assuming.
Maybe above her.
I'm not 100% sure. But
We don't know.
she apparently has not been having a very good time because she had a tweet that said, anti-black ass crowd. Weak ass little boys with blonde pubes. Ugh. Get me out of here. Now, as a person who has blonde hair and blonde pubes, I'm a little offended, but it says this tweet came along with a barrage of others out of frustration where she claimed that Cardi and Carson would spit on their fans and that she would refrain from performing in protest. How do you think about that?
Wow.
Playboy Cardi spitting on his fans? Do you want to be spit on in the
Hell no.
audience?
No.
I wouldn't like that very
Maybe
much.
I reconsider. Well, after all this Travis Scott shit, nigga, put me in the back anyway. So, like, I don't want to be close enough to where you could spit on me anyway.
As far as I'm concerned, the types of fans who want to be in such an uncomfortable position that they're all the way at the front of the stage for a Playboy Cardi show are
Would love to
probably
be
the
spit
kind
on.
of people who want to get his vampire spit in their face.
Yeah. Honestly, though, I could say that, like, from what I saw from the Cardi show after all Astro World Fest and all that shit, it seemed very peaceful and very much more, like, put together. One of my best friends was actually there. He said, like, you know, in the mosh pits and shit, when people were falling, like, they were all helping each other up.
Right.
So it seemed like a lot more, the vamp community seems a lot more peaceful and like
It's
ready to help each
interesting
other out.
because you sort of like wonder if the whole like rager thing is going to become less popular at shows now. Because I mean, Travis Scott, that's what's really crazy about it, is his whole career. He was celebrated for having a crazy live show, for his fans being the craziest and mosh pits and all this shit. And now everything that he ever said about how crazy his shows were is basically being like turned on him and used against him to say, look at this unhealthy, unsafe environment that he was creating.
He's been arrested so many times for like inciting riots or whatever, just for like telling like his fans to like hop over barricades and shit like that.
Right.
But I don't think that he purposely was trying to cause harm to anyone.
Right.
I think he was trying to show people a good time. He was trying to like encourage them to like kind of be free and just like be a little wild or whatever. I definitely don't think he meant to kill anybody.
I've been going to shows my whole life. I don't think anybody ever died at a show that I've been to. I've heard about it happening with mosh pits and
I've
stuff.
heard about
but
it
Maybe
too.
anal cunt?
the average anal cunt probably had about 14 people there.
Oh.
So I think the odds of you getting trampled are probably very, very low. But I'm glad you know about that. I just want to play anal cunt for you and just have you listen.
Nah, they be saying the N-word.
Yeah.
I'm still not sure about that. We gotta
Fucking-
find the anal cunt documentary.
Bro, I don't want to hear shit about Travis Scott when fucking Gigi Allen was running around shitting on people. And
But again, he was performing to like 100 people. Like
Yeah.
most of those Gigi Allen shows were like very, very small punk
Yeah.
venues where they could be the craziest moshing and shit, but nobody's gonna get trampled.
yeah, and like Travis Scott's performance. Like
Yeah, I
100.
think this is gonna like change the concert game forever.
You think so?
Yeah, I
Forever.
think so.
Forever.
Because
think it's
now
gonna be
people are going to be a
different
lot more
precautions.
conscious of how are we actually maintaining these groups of people and what is our risk. Like I will tell you, I've been to a million hardcore metal shows in my life where there was moshing and violence taking place in the crowd that, especially now as an adult, I think about it and I'm like, holy fuck, why would this venue ever allow their place of business to be having this much violence going on? It's just such a huge liability. And like, I think that in a lot of ways, the metal and hardcore punk world, whatever, they've been very lucky over the years that they haven't had a lot of deaths. If one person
that's
died,
insane.
if one person died
And
during this
300
festival,
had to be hospitalized.
If one person died, you would have never heard about it.
we would have heard about the one tragic person who
think
died,
so?
but it wouldn't be that big a deal because it would
wouldn't have
seem
been,
like
yeah.
a chance thing. When you have 8 people die, it's like, oh no, obviously there
was
was like
like
real
incompetence.
systematic
Yeah.
problems of how this show is handled, and it should never happen again like this. Which is good that people are going to be thinking about that. Honestly,
That's kind of like what they said too. Like a lot of people told me the airport before 9/11,
oh yeah,
like
I
was
would always hear
way
about it.
different.
Oh yeah, like TSA was invented, wasn't it? After
Yeah,
9/11.
you could just go get on the plane with whatever. Yeah, I used to
Okay.
always hear about that.
One last question about the Travis Scott thing. Do you think Astroworld is done completely as a festival? Yes or no?
I think so.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to bring that back after that, right? Like, I mean, it's a powerful brand name, but he might have, the whole brand name might be over, huh?
how about this?
How do you come back from that?
This is My thing is maybe take it from the fucking like rinky dink like fairgrounds. You put that bitch in the actual Houston Astros stadium somewhere where they can handle that many people. They have that many like security. They're used to dealing with crowds that big.
Right.
That's probably the only way you'll be able to save it.
Yeah, but then still, like, I just feel like the brand name itself might like forever be just associated. Like think about the
With
Firefest
death
brand
and
name.
horrible.
The Firefest brand name's all fucked up and nobody even died. They just fucking.
But that was the first.
A bunch of people had a bad
That
time.
was
Yeah.
the first event. It wasn't an ongoing thing.
Right.
I don't think they even tried to bring that back. They were like, let's just
No,
let
I
it
think
be.
they're bringing Firefest back, but maybe in like an ironic way. But you don't really get to do the ironic, haha,
Yeah.
look how funny this is thing.
Yeah.
When like a bunch of people died, that's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Children
At least-
too, mostly.
At least he like tried to release a statement and try to act like he gave a fuck. Some of these artists would have just went.
You got to do that.
Yeah, but some of these artists would have just went silent and like.
If he went silent, people would be looking at him like the biggest fucking piece of shit ever. If he hadn't issued a statement already,
Yeah.
oh my god,
Yeah.
that would have been nuts. Anyway, who was the Kanye interview?
I did. I loved it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious. I only made it through like the first hour.
I'm
but it
waiting
was
for part
amazing.
two.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, they're gonna bring it back, huh?
Yeah, part 2's coming out.
He made so many crazy points.
What makes him think he can just talk about Big Sean like that?
I understand why he said it though.
Why?
I mean, look. And
What did Big Sean do to him? And you see the Big Sean tweet about how they like spent time together, and Kanye didn't say anything like this, and that was after he did the interview. That to me made it seem like Kanye is very, very fake and duplicitous, and just not keeping it real with people around him.
That was fucked up. But I think he was looking at it more like I changed your life. And when the world was like jumping on me, you joined in on me getting jumped.
But did he? How?
Or at least if you didn't jump in, at least you didn't ride for me.
How did Big Sean do that to Kanye?
Well, he was saying that like he's saying Big Sean and John Legend were like rolling with the Democrats, and it basically was over politics.
If Kanye is going to hold it against John Legend and Big Sean that they voted and campaigned for a candidate who had an actual chance of winning the election,
I don't think that they
What
were
the fuck are we
campaigning for
talking
him.
about?
I think he was saying. I think Big Sean like was saying like Ye was tripping when he was going on like the MAGA campaign and shit like that. I think it was something like that.
I mean that seems like a pretty safe thing to say.
Yeah.
Kanye was tripping when he was doing the whole MAGA thing. For
and he's
sure.
like, I changed your life. I met your mom. I know your family, and you like.
Yeah.
Because he said Pusha T didn't fuck with what he was doing.
Right.
And he
kept
endorsed
it
somebody
silent,
else,
though.
but he kept it silent.
That says a
And he
lot
kept-
about Kanye and what he expects from the people around him. They basically expect you to just keep your fucking mouth shut and just let him do the stupidest shit imaginable. Because let me tell you, guys, if I decided I wanted to run for president, I would like to know that I would have people in my life like you guys, hopefully, who would let me know, Adam, this is a stupid idea. You don't need to run for president. You should do something else.
But if you
that would be really nice
but
of
if
you.
But if you did it, I wouldn't sit there and say Adam's a dickhead
Yeah.
for running for president.
Yeah.
But I
I'd
would
keep that
like,
to-
I would appreciate if you would keep it real for me.
I would
Okay.
keep it real with you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't publicly put you out
Exactly.
there.
Okay,
Exactly.
fair enough. But don't you think? Okay, if I decided I want to be a rapper tomorrow,
I'm gonna tell you, I think it's a dumb idea, but I'm still gonna support
but are you supposed to like actually like go out on a limb for me and like act like you really think I have a chance of being a popular rapper and stuff? Like I feel like publicly, yeah, at a certain point, you got to keep it real, and I'm not gonna hold that against anybody for being honest about me
Yeah.
wasting my time.
But like, you know, right or wrong, if you're doing something right, I mean, if you're doing something that you're passionate about, I'm gonna support you if I don't like it or not. I may say, hey, I don't like this song, I don't like what you're doing, but
Yeah.
I support you because you're my homeboy. Because if it was reverse, I would want you to do the same, even if you didn't like it or not. That's just how I roll. I don't know how everybody else.
Have you ever told anybody that they should stop rapping?
I haven't told them that they should stop rapping, but I was like, you know what?
That's a
This
hard
song, I don't fuck with this song, and I think you need a lot more work. But because like the way the world is now, you can literally drop something tomorrow, go viral, and then you're just bigger than everybody. So
Yeah.
there's a chance, and even if it's a small chance, that everybody can make it in some type of way.
Exactly. That's why y'all should go support my new music video that just dropped the other day.
Yes,
gang.
you should.
No, y'all as my friend.
Oh,
y'all
I
should.
know. Yeah.
I posted it too.
I
did.
didn't do that, but
So,
I would like
okay.
to do that.
I
So,
posted
okay.
it.
I would like
I'll
to
send it to you.
Support the House Phone rap career.
Yes, sir.
House Phone's actually a good artist.
When are you guys going to make a song together?
We have.
We did. We have.
When? Where, what studio?
At my
At his studio.
Oh, when was this? I think we talked about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
When are we going back to the
But
studio?
yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, we
whenever.
got to go back to the studio. We got to get Box Logo Adam in the studio, spit a couple bars,
Pokey Stop, Adam.
Pokey style.
AD's he's posted up on some Pokestops at his
At
studio.
my studio. Yeah.
I'm looking for a
That's
Poke
the main thing that I like about it. I'm thinking about quitting Pokemon Go. Would you guys support
Finally, please.
I'll be very happy.
Yeah, please. Just let
that?
it
The
rest.
game's kind of dead.
It's almost
It's
like
been dead.
it's almost like Yuri's Pokemon pants. Like, just give it a rest.
It's been 5.5 years.
Play it on Nintendo Switch like a real human being.
Yeah, just yeah.
Pogo's so much better. I can't even believe it.
Just-
I did like 15 Verizian raids last night trying to get a shiny. Didn't get it. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
Like, just sit at the crib and play it on the game.
I don't want to. I think that shit's
Like,
stupid.
what's the end result of that game?
Yeah,
You
it's
get
none.
hella shinies,
I mean,
hella
There's no
hundos.
see, like that's how they get you because there's no end result. You just keep walking around
Exactly.
like a mind controlled zombie.
but
5 years.
But there's games, right? There's like, okay, I play a game called Plants vs. Zombies on my phone.
Love
Mm-hmm.
that game.
There's an ending of it though, and they may add different levels, but
Right.
the
Yeah.
core of it is there. Like, it don't keep
How
going.
much money you spend on that game?
This shit ain't got
Plants
no
vs.
end.
Zombies? None. But
Never.
no, but there was a Walking Dead game that I spent like $800 on.
Really? How long did you play it for?
At
A
once?
couple of months, bro.
At once.
Bro, it's like you couldn't advance unless you paid something, bro.
I hate that.
Fuck that.
And I was pissed at how much money I spent on that.
It's-
Fortnite was the worst that I've ever spent. I spent like $5,000 on Fortnite.
$5,000?
Yeah, bro.
So you just have hella outfits in there.
I was going to Best Buy every week to get a $100 card.
You can't just do it over the
You
computer.
can, but you know,
Pain in the ass.
I had a little discounty.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I forget you're like a scam guy. Like you
I'm
scam,
not a scam.
No, but you scam like all the cable channels and shit, right?
I used to do
At
that.
AT&T.
No,
Pull
nigga.
up to his crib.
Nope, nigga.
You want some Ami and the Hellcat shit?
Nigga, I got Netflix.
Did you have the Ami and the
Hulu.
Hellcat service?
I got Netflix, Hulu, Peacock, Paramount Plus,
got a
Stars.
If he made $100 million, at least some of it had to come from you. Or someone.
I used to do that.
Will anyone in the chat admit that they have paid Ami and the Hellcat for his cable TV
no,
service that he apparently
I
made $1
used
million
to. I used
from?
to have a jailbroken Fire Stick.
Yeah, of
Pause.
course.
Pause.
Yeah, and it's like the way it is now. It's like the timing for one, and two is like I don't want to have to go through all of this and keep updating this Fire Stick just to watch a
Hell
movie
no.
that's on demand. Like
when you could just pay
COVID made
for it at
everything
some
on
point.
demand anyway. So it's
$10 a
like-
month for Netflix is like,
Yeah.
listen, I know how to download everything that I want to watch for free from
Yeah.
Pirate Bay and shit.
Yeah,
but
but do you
if I
really-
get paid $10 a month, I got my TV, Netflix app, I can scroll through it, watch whatever the fuck I want. I mean, this is just such a great
And-
user experience.
and-
I'll gladly pay for
Yeah,
it.
and
Yeah.
all the apps now have a deal with like movie companies and stuff too. So most of the movies,
You get like
the ones I want to see in theaters, I'll go see in theaters. But if I don't want to see in theaters, it's coming on the app. And I got Paramount Plus and Peacock and
Sometimes you don't wanna
HBO
wait.
Max and all that. So I have all of those services. It seems like it's just about the same amount as cable, but I'd rather use that and not having like with the Fire Stick, you got to keep updating the shit. And the apps, like they stop working after a while, and it's like you have to redo your whole shit after a while. It's like it's not worth it to save $100.
I gotta update my bitch sometime because she stopped working.
Wow.
Update her head.
Didn't you make a joke like that to Lena?
I told you. Did I say it on the podcast? I don't want to repeat it if I already said it on the podcast.
No. You said it in the group chat.
Said you need to switch your head up. No, she said you need to. She's talking about my electric toothbrush. She said you need to switch your head up.
She
Said right back at
she
you.
iced you at Cool Kids.
She
though.
roasted your shit.
And
Yeah.
I ain't even
calling
going.
me stinky.
I'm just saying she's very upset that you were sharing that you didn't shower like that.
She's the only person in my life who has to deal with the negative ramifications of sleeping with me after I haven't showered for 3 days because she has a dirty ass dick in her, which I understand that's pretty fucked up. But
Well,
you
she
know,
said it was longer than 3 days.
I've
she
had
did.
some long weekends. You know, that's why I resent that you guys make this into like me coming into work dirty. I shower immediately before I come to the office and get on camera every
Yeah,
single day.
I feel like now because it's like
Always.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
like-
you subconsciously like
I have a ritual.
it's something you embarrassed about.
Every
now.
single day. Wake up and work out, eat breakfast, shower.
Now shower.
Yeah,
no,
now-
it's always been shower. The
Wake
shower
up-
step is always been
wake
wake
up,
up,
eat breakfast,
go to the gym.
Go to the gym,
and then drive to the
play
office.
Pokemon Go,
roll
go
around
to
in
the office,
mud,
go home,
Just drive.
go back to the gym, have
shit my
sex.
pants. No, but the weekends is definitely where I could not shower for a couple of days. But then I got a sty in my eye and I got paranoid.
Yeah, you know that came from that nasty ass skin of yours.
You know Pigpen from Charlie Brown?
Who's pick? Oh,
The kid who
with
walks
dust
around
all
the
on
dust
his-
lines. That's what I relate to.
Yeah.
That's my gender. Pig.
Like now you can't be dusty because if you wear this same hoodie 9 times in a row, like that shit gonna turn like a
And
dark.
you do look cleaner though. Like
Yeah, you literally
That's
look
because
clean.
you're retarded and you just see a nice hoodie, like an expensive streetwear hoodie. You're like, he's clean.
It just looks
I
better.
don't know, because Pensacola was like the worst of the worst, bro.
Yeah,
We was
yeah,
gone for like 4 days, and you wore that hoodie. Like when I seen what he packed, mind you, I got like 4 outfits. Everybody got 4. This nigga had 1 outfit in a book, bro. And I'm like, this nigga is crazy.
I had like 2 outfits. I had like a change of hoodie.
I didn't see nothing to brush his teeth. No travel lotions.
Yeah,
no
because I keep a
mouthwashes.
toiletry bag full of all my fucking stuff that I need on the road in the bathroom. You just like take a toothbrush and throw it in your bag. It's at the bottom of
No,
your backpack.
nigga,
It's
fucking
covered
lie.
in lint. You
are lying.
squeeze a bunch of Trident into the bottom of your bag. You just dip your toothbrush
Bro,
in.
if I bring my toiletry bag, it's stacked.
Yeah.
I even tried to steal. Well, not steal. I tried to bring a razor
Oh
to
yeah,
the
nah,
airport.
nah,
they wouldn't let
Fucking
that happen.
hijacker right
They
there.
not fucking with you on that
We
one.
don't
at
need
all.
fucking.
Try to bring my straight razor, man.
What was the guy's name? Mohammed Ahmad or whatever, the fucking 9/11 hacker or hijacker.
I don't know. You know that nigga, not me.
Yeah,
I don't fuck with him personally.
that's
No,
your
that
fault.
was the funniest
You
shit.
Snowden.
When we were interviewing the Lebanese girl, and I said, "Have you ever slept with anyone that you thought was involved with organized terrorism?" And she shows me a picture of just this
Yep.
random ass Muslim dude, and goes, "Look at this," and I go.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay,
okay.
like whatever you say. I don't know that that's what a terrorist looks like, but if you say so,
I'm like, is he a terrorist just because he just looks like that?
it felt like she was saying that about
She
her
was
own people,
alluding-
basically. Yeah,
yeah.
Which
She was
is-
implying.
It's better that you're racist than we are racist. So
Yeah. So don't imply about my Muslim brothers. All right.
do we have any Muslim brothers?
Yeah,
Who?
a bunch of them.
Freeway?
My big chief homies is Muslim.
Are they?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I didn't know that.
Shout out to my boys.
Yeah, shout out to MJ and Big Chief.
What about Champagne Packy?
He's Muslim too.
Is he?
Yeah, shout out to Adil. Cool Kicks.
We should pull up to the mosque for the next vlog.
I don't think that's funny.
They wouldn't let us hang out?
Maybe.
No.
It's funny.
You'll have to
Yeah,
shower.
when you respond like that.
Yeah. Yeah. You would definitely got a shower
Listen,
before.
I would never disrespect the prophet with my stink lines coming
let
off me on the mosque.
And let me see this. Now that you see that girl was twerking and she stank like that from
Think
probably not
that's
showering.
what it's like being around me.
No, I'm not saying you're that
It could
bad.
be, it could be,
But
though.
did that make you appreciate showering more? Because I know you was probably like,
No
she
matter-
didn't wash her fucking
No
vagina
matter
today.
how long I don't shower for, there's no way that it's going to smell like that girl's vagina.
I'm pretty sure your ass at one time smelled like that
yeah.
for not showering.
No, sir.
That's not what Lennon said.
You're wondering why I took my headphones off? It's because I want to take this hoodie off before we smoke because I feel like I'm going to get a little heated up, you know?
And
Look,
it's like it's
look,
an
this nigga
expensive
can't-
Supreme hoodie.
I wore it in and then realized, I have to take the $800 sticker off it.
Yeah, this nigga really cares about the drip now. Like old Adam would have just fucking sparked up a blunt, not even give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. I bought it just to dog it out, house phone.
And what about the sty? Why isn't it gone yet?
It's mostly gone because it emptied out twice, and I think it has to go one more time.
Emptied
I
out.
don't know, nigga.
I have to go to the fucking doctor on like Tuesday or some shit.
By empty out, you had to like stab yourself in the eye and
Some
like
of
let
the
it
white,
drip
the
out.
white goop in my fucking eye came out 2 different times. Next time I get one of these styles, I have to figure out how to make it not take a month to go away.
I mean, it's called exfoliate.
What does that word mean? I've never thought
I
about
know
that.
you've never done it before.
What is exfoliating?
He's
Tell
for
me.
sure has
I
never.
mean, you get all the dead skin off of your face. They
I
have
don't do
products
that.
for that.
I don't do that.
Well, that's why your fucking eye is.
I
Yeah.
wash my body and my face with a green bar of soap.
That green bar is trash.
Irish
Nigga,
Spring.
Exact. So
Irish Spring is terrible.
think about all the ass juice you got on this bar of soap, and then you put it right in your eye.
Yeah.
No, I put it on my face before my ass, and I'm pretty sure we went over this very recently as
And
well.
all the porn you do with that green bar. So you're wiping other people's private areas with this green bar.
You think that I'm like cleaning people's vaginas on set of the?
I like to think so.
Well, you need.
You gotta come sometime.
All money in.
Actually, never mind.
Man, I was about to say.
Wait, you click hopping?
What you mean?
You joining All Money In?
No, I'm just saying, like you said, Leonard doesn't want to spend like that, so maybe I don't want to have to pay the fucking sex cleaner. Adam does it.
We don't have a sex cleaner. We clean it ourselves.
That's what I with the green bar soap.
So you're picturing me taking a shower and then bringing the same bar of soap.
I picture you doing this. You got one green bar that's like half and half right now, and you got 3 bitches on the ground, and you just like this. Stick it in their asshole. You feel me? Washing their pussy. And then you just put it back on there and you go to shower and you just go right to your eye. and you rub that motherfucker with no rag either, just your hands.
With no rag.
Like just straight raw.
That's how you roll, man. That's my homie.
Just
Who is
raw.
this guy?
Just raw
Where do we find him?
in Compton, as you would say.
Good point.
I'm fucking weak, man. I think I popped one of these Vans gummies or something.
I thought you were gonna say you popped a perk, and I'm like,
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you the exfoliating sponge and some product.
I would love to know more about your skincare routine.
This is nice. You know what I'm saying?
Do you have like one of those like charcoal masks?
I don't have a charcoal mask, but I have like
You for sure need that. You need some type of mask.
Don't call me charcoal face.
I have like this thing.
Hi.
Hi.
Man, he had the funniest tweet the other day. He said, "Every girl bisexual until my girl pull her pussy out."
Yeah, I was like, what does he mean by that?
I'm like, what the fuck? What a
I was
quote.
like, what does he mean by that?
Like these bitches acting like,
Like,
they
are
with
they
the shit.
scary?
Yeah, like they acting like they with the
or
shit.
is his pussy just like the ultimate pussy?
Well,
that's
sometimes
like,
you'll have a
you know
threesome with
what?
a girl, and then you realize she ain't trying
She
to eat
not really
pussy,
that
and then
gay.
your girl feel kind of like,
Like
bring
wow.
this. I thought she was an eater.
It's like she ain't.
I was looking for an eater.
Yeah, she ain't an eater. Then we ain't trying to greet her.
Hey, Pot Lord, stay away from Irish Spring green bars and so please.
Yeah, please.
Oh, that hurt his hard.
Hey, yeah, don't be trying to sign my
Maybe
nigga.
I will keep playing Pokemon Go.
Hey, don't be trying to sign my nigga and his girl to fucking no
And wait a
no
minute.
jumper porn
I had
no
a-
jumper porn records.
I had a good idea. I don't know if House Phone wants me to say this.
Mm,
So no, for real. I was,
No,
I could do
no,
it.
let's do it,
So
let's
I was
do it.
talking to House Phone. You know, I'm giving one of my big bro pep talks to him and shit.
Yeah.
Right?
You do that every time you see him, huh?
Yeah, so I want
Yeah,
I
that's
want
my
my
nigga.
boy to succeed.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I convinced him to have his own podcast on No Jumper and take it serious. And he said, "Hey, who should I do it with?" And I said, "You already got Pot Lord and maybe Blasey to do a fucking show."
Let's try it out.
And I said, if you need me to be in a motherfucker, sub in, do whatever, I support you and I'll help you bring that shit off the ground.
Why are
too.
you trying to Suge Knight every podcast on this network?
I'm not Suge Knight.
He's just going to show up with a pit bull and fucking sick it on you if you say anything bad.
No, I just said that if
Nah,
he
he-
needed my help, then
Yeah.
I would help him if he didn't.
I
you
know
what I'm
your
saying?
intentions, though. You're trying to Suge Knight the situation.
How was my intentions that?
Yeah.
I told him to
Nah,
do it with
nah.
Pot Lord and Blasey.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if he couldn't get them for a show or something, I'll come sub in, man.
I see.
This nigga Pot Lord don't be doing shit. So this nigga for sure better come do it with me every week.
I'm coming on at the end of the day on the 24th, and we going to the club after for my birthday.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. I'm here.
A celebration of Adam.
A celebration.
Let's do it.
Bro, we haven't went out for your birthday in like 2 years.
Oh, it's been a long time. We used to fucking rage out, though, man.
It's been a long.
But what you think about a Thursday show for House Phone? And I think the fans will love that.
Let's turn up. We could spare an hour.
What is there? Well, okay, what days are free as of now?
Every day besides
Nigga, I
Tuesday
said
and Wednesday.
Thursday, nigga.
But we have some different programming that we're planning on starting
Yeah.
and stuff. So we're planning on in the near future having it be like multiple
Things
live
that-
streams or podcasts throughout the
I
course
got
of the
somebody
night.
else for one of the secret ones we talking about.
Let's turn up.
Perfect. I talked to him earlier.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Shout out to Dr. Black.
Yes, shout
All
out
right.
Dr. Black.
So we'll come up with a name, like little concept, whatever, and then let's run a pilot episode.
Pot Lord
work on
right
it.
there. You think Blasey be down too?
I think we should bring one girl
Okay, one girl.
just to balance it out a little bit. We too broed up on here.
I mean, that's all.
It's nothing wrong with being broed up, but we need to be hoed up.
One of the hardest things when you're picking your podcast cast is that you kind of have to like
Feel
look
it
at
out.
all your friends objectively and think, this guy that I really have love for and I love hanging out with him and his friendship means the world to me sucks on camera and I have to never have him on camera. You know, it's like sometimes like, not to say that would be
Yeah,
the case
yeah.
for any of
Well,
these guys,
sometimes they have
but
to play out like that.
sometimes like if you just do a podcast and you just do it with your homies, maybe it'll be great. So there's a very good chance that it's not.
We did that when you was gone.
Right.
Did you watch it? Probably not.
Probably not. It's
Always.
But-
I did watch that one.
Did you like it?
That was a little less focused than I would have liked.
No, yeah, that's a fact. But that was also.
But to me, it was kind of a cross of at the end of the day and the No Jumper show.
It was interesting. I'm always open to like trying people out, just
Yeah.
sort of seeing how they flow. You know,
Of course, you trying to try people out and get that flow going, huh? Yeah. But yeah, no. I've done a lot of on-camera things with him before. Pause.
yeah.
And I think me and him are a good duo. Oh, Josh just scared me.
If there's any women out there with smelly vaginas, I just want to make it clear. I'm not an anti-smelly vagina person or anything. I understand every girl has their own aroma. I just feel like the bare minimum I'm asking is that if you are going to be twerking in my vicinity that I don't want to smell your
If
vagina.
somebody, if
I could
Adam
smell
can
your
say
vagina-
somebody's stinky, something is bad.
If I can smell your vagina and you're fully clothed, we have an issue. Respect the triangle. Pause. House phone's getting high. We were smoking big dope in that building too. Let's just make that.
That was dope.
Yeah, I know. I love that. Like everybody was just smoking weed everywhere.
It started out like nobody was smoking, and then by the end of it, everybody was gone.
I remember when I first like walked into Complex Con, I was like, oh, like somebody's smoking a blunt right here by their booth. The next thing I know, I turned the corner, everybody was smoking blunts.
Yeah. Who's the most surprising person you saw there? Celebrity or otherwise?
Like Gunna fucking walking through
Gunner.
her
That
shit.
was pretty lit. Yeah.
Who else?
I left by that time. Didn't get to see King Slime. Oh no, Thug's King Slime. Jeep. Who? Scheme was there. Offset stopped by.
Did you mean like in the whole festival or just in
Just
our?
anybody like? Oh, you already saw Lil B.
No,
That's who I wanted to see.
way.
He said he ran up on him with a mask. Nobody could tell it was Lil B, and he's like, "Yuri, Yuri," yelling at him.
No way.
Isn't that crazy?
Was this on Sunday or Saturday?
But then
Saturday, I
again,
think.
Yuri don't know. He thinks a lot of black people look alike too.
Yeah,
so.
it might have not been Lil
So
B.
it probably was somebody
It might-
angry
it might-
trying to holler at Riley, and he said it was Little B.
It could have just been anyone.
Could have been Potlord.
Could have been Welvin.
It literally could have been anybody. Now that we thought about it.
you guys said that T-Rel should fight Welvin.
Hey, T-Rail dunked with one arm.
What about
On the Cool Kid
He
vlog.
did. What about Welvin and Vel kicking it on the strip in Vegas?
Well,
They were?
Well and
Pretty
Vel.
sure that like Vel told me.
Well and Vale.
That's a great show idea, honestly.
Well and Vale.
Well and Vel.
Lowelvin.
No,
Got him.
The
R. Valley.
Well and Vale show is fire.
Well
Valley.
and Vel.
Yo, you guys stood through that whole fucking medical check line?
Hell no. I mean, wait,
you
did
managed
we?
to not go through it?
Oh
you mean?
yeah, yeah. Because when I went the next
super
day,
long line to
Yes,
get in
us,
for the
us-
medical check.
Us vaccinated guys.
yeah, exactly. When I went the next day though, you could like all we had to do was
At-
go to the VIP one.
Los Angeles Police Department. At them. At them. I don't
Jo-
believe in snitching.
Josh should be the only one. Josh should be the only one that controls the soundboard. I voted.
Nobody had a mask in there. Besides
Yeah,
Josh,
nobody.
after he got yelled at on the phone. I see Josh with no mask, and then I see somebody put him on his story, and then I see Josh with a mask like 5 minutes later. I'm like, oh yeah, his girl hit him. She ain't feeling that.
Oh, I thought you meant like fucking Complex yelled at him or something.
We know who wears a pants in the house now.
Hey, they both wear pants. But when you're in that environment, it definitely felt like, oh yeah, I'm getting COVID in here. Like if there's COVID in here for
This is
sure.
what he said in the line. He said, AD, you're not afraid of getting COVID with all these people? I said, no, nigga. I was traveling all over the place the whole time.
I
You are
wasn't
the
necessarily-
greatest case for COVID not being real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your existence makes it hard to believe that COVID exists because you've done everything wrong and haven't got it.
Bro, we shook so many hands it didn't even matter, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like it just,
Yeah.
you probably denied like thousands of pictures, huh?
No, I didn't deny any pictures. I took every fucking photo. Besides, like when we're walking to a specific location.
Oh, no, I'll stop.
That's when I kind of tell people, like, walk with me. Like, I'll take the picture when we get to this booth because sometimes it's like I just need to get somewhere and I can't stop to take every
Bro,
photo.
do you know how many times I'm like, all right, we'll be right there. Let's go. Me and AD on the way there.
Completely
That
forget.
shit was overwhelming, though.
Yeah. Honestly,
I was burnt out by the end of that shit.
I don't know if it's like an ego thing or something, but like it made me feel good that many people even gave a fuck
It
about it.
reaffirms that all the attention that you get online
Is
is
real.
not just a fake thing that only exists in your head. Because you know
Exactly.
sometimes like just doing the internet stuff.
Yeah.
I'll go to the mall and I'll be like, oh fuck, right, like
Yeah,
they
no.
know me in real life too.
That
I
was
forgot,
that
yeah.
was way crazier than any mall or anything I ever
Yeah,
been
because
to.
it's so concentrated of your tribe of people that actually like the shit that you like, you know?
Like it's like people coming up to me like, I've been watching you since 2015 and like seeing where you are now. I'm like, damn, like that shit was tight,
Bro, it be random people that I'd be like, you watch us? You watch us?
Yeah,
I
right.
know, right?
I
Doesn't it
seen
make
this-
you freak out?
I seen this big ass mountain Yeti looking like security guard.
Yeah, same.
And I'm saying-
Yeti is your new word.
Yeah, bro, but
new
I-
project Yeti
But
coming soon.
I'm walking in this place and he's staring at me and I'm staring back at him. He's like, hey, you be filming with that Adam nigga, huh? And I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I just watched that shit. I'm just like, what? You watch us? It's crazy. But
we bring so many people together.
Yeah, honestly, I love it.
But Complex
17.
Condo was a lot of
We take the
that was a lot.
Shout
bro.
out to everybody that stopped me and AD, took pictures. Shout out to everybody that I met on Sunday.
Yeah.
Me and Trev are going around trolling people.
I would like to think that this podcast, this channel, brings together the pimply faced 17-year-old rap dorks and the 39-year-old large, intimidating gangster ass fools all together at once.
in
State
har-
which set you claim in the chat.
in harmony, all together.
In harmony.
Beautiful.
And Yetis.
And with some Yetis involved. Or what about the Giants from Game of Thrones?
Nah, we don't fuck with
What
them.
about
You don't
this?
fuck with the Giants at the wall, the North Wall?
I ain't gonna lie. The one giant, he went out like a G too.
I love the Giants.
What
That just made that show so much better. That there
What
were
about the
Giants.
San Francisco Giants?
Never heard of it as some sort of sports team?
I don't know.
Are you happy for the Game of Thrones prequel? Even though they fucked up the fucking ending of Game of Thrones?
I will give it a very good shot, even though, like, Breaking Bad's like my favorite show ever.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
same.
one of mine.
And I watched one episode of Better Call Saul and didn't really get into it. I heard it was amazing.
Better Call Saul's fire.
I should watch it.
You gotta let it build up. I feel like
You gotta let it build up for sure.
like plaque on your teeth.
Did you see the Sopranos movie? I haven't seen it yet, but I want to see it.
No.
Okay.
You know what sucked?
I want to watch BMF.
I want to watch it too. I bought Stars just to watch
It would be
BMF.
great if we could all watch it. Oh,
Let's
I think
do
it's
it.
Stars.
Well,
it's on Star?
I'll give you my password for Stars.
Stinky, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I could just support Stars. Gives 50 some money.
Okay.
I
Give-
want to see that and Raising Cane's.
50
'cause I
won't
heard
even.
Raising Cane's
I've like
fire.
tagged 50 on Instagram so many times trying to get an interview. Won't respond. Please, somebody get me a 50 Cent interview. I know the person who's going to
Tap
make it
in with
happen
Laura.
is watching right now. And I talked to Tony Yayo. Apparently, he doesn't really have the pulse to make him do an
Shawty's so
interview. Maybe.
seductive dancing on me.
I mean,
I
he's
love
making
Yale.
like movies and stuff.
Tony Yayo.
No, I'm talking about 50. Like, when's the last time you seen like a 50 interview?
I mean, he only does the big dogs. I don't think he's necessarily trying to embrace the new generation of
Nigga,
podcasters.
we the big dogs too, nigga.
Yeah? Well, you should run down on the G Unit complex and tell him, hey,
Nah,
it's
50
no jumper and it's other things. So
Nah.
let's go.
I don't want no I'm sorry, 50 moment. You don't remember that?
50.
Wait, so during the period of time that we thought Joe Budden was bisexual, did you slide in his DMs?
Who you talking to?
Who are you looking to?
House phone, mostly, but you
Okay.
too.
Well,
Yeah,
like,
talk to house phone.
first of all, we don't even know who you're talking to with these goddamn glasses on. Take that shit off.
Yeah,
You're the
that's
main
worse
person.
than Beast Cuz.
I could see you trying to fuck Joe Budden.
You got me fucked up.
Please slap this nigga for trying to play you like that.
Too far away.
Like, nah, but I feel like we all knew that, like he was just trolling or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought so at least. That's what I thought.
I was hyped to have a gay friend.
Who, Joe Budden? You and Joe Budden are homies like that?
Well, I mean, not enough to tell each other about our sexuality.
Yeah, obviously you didn't know nothing about it.
But I feel like I should know.
Why should you know?
I just feel like what Joe Budden does in the bedroom is kind of my business.
Because you're gonna go on your channel with 4 million subscribers now.
Just hit 4 million. I forgot to celebrate that.
He was gonna gift them a green Irish Spring bar. This one gets the job done for
Shout
me.
out to Rory. Shout out to Maul.
Academics gonna be like, fucking Adam.
Can we put it out there into the universe? Would you guys like to pod with them?
Yeah,
Wouldn't that be cool?
You know,
Yeah.
you know what was
All
dope?
5, dude.
Wait.
3 of us, 2 of them.
Oh.
Hey, what was dope was I went to the first time ever. I went to the podcast app on my phone.
Okay.
To look up the shit show because it's only audio right now.
Right.
And then I was like, let me see where the fuck we are at. And I clicked on music and I didn't know we was like top 10 for all music podcasts.
Really?
Are we seriously?
Yeah.
We're
And-
asleep.
I have no
And-
idea. I never look at that shit.
And
Me either.
I think number one was
Go write a review.
Yeah. Number one was Drink Champs. I think after it was Joe Budden, and then Rory and Maul was next to Joe Budden. I thought that was dope as fuck.
That's cool.
Then it was some white guy, and it was us.
Now, Academics wasn't in the top 10?
We gotta,
I
we gotta
think
beat
academic
that.
shit is only on Spotify. I
Oh,
don't think it's
you're
on
right. Never
Apple
mind, never
Music.
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta beat that some white guy.
Yeah, bro. I don't know
What
who the fuck
white
that is.
guy?
That's what I was thinking.
I thought I was the only one.
Nah, I'm gonna show you this. Nigga.
Yeah, we gotta beat him, whoever it is.
It's in the podcast. But
Interesting.
I don't want to say his name wrong. One
Did you
second.
see Vlad is interviewing Big Worm?
That's
that
hard.
was funny.
I watched the first episode and didn't get that it was a joke.
Respect the
I'm like, this
triangle.
guy's really like this. I'm like, he's really eating sesame seeds like this, or sunflower seeds in the interview like this.
This
Or
is
he
us.
might-
It took me a little bit to get it.
Oh no, that's on Spotify.
Honestly, I stopped watching it once I got it.
Oh yeah, it says Spotify on here too. So the Renegades, Higher Ground as a show, the iHeartRadio, the Bobby Bones Show.
Pause.
Shout out to $1 Million Worth of Game.
Oh yeah, we're right there.
Those my guys, man. Exactly. The white guy I was talking about is the Waiting for Impact. Exactly right.
Who the fuck is that?
A Dave Holmes passion project.
Shut up.
And then it's No Jumper. We're right there.
Wow, that's crazy. And
Yeah.
we don't push that at all.
that side of it.
And when you break it down to just hip hop,
yeah, we
top
probably-
5.
I only think about the podcast app, or like for other podcasts. I listen to political podcasts on there for the most part. I listen to fucking New York Times shit and Barry Weiss.
Yeah,
and
you put me on Barry Weiss.
You fuck with her? She's coming in soon.
Huh?
Don't tell nobody.
I mean, I don't listen like that, but I listened to one time.
I like that I'm helping you guys wade into the world of like
You're not helping
news
me.
and You're not doing it.
I kind of like listening to podcasts now while I'm driving this shit. I
Oh,
wasn't into
expand
that
your
first.
mind. Yeah.
I am so over just listening to the same mindless music. Like,
Yeah.
I have to just fucking drive home either
Audiobooks,
in silence or with a podcast now.
Yeah.
It's two such different mentalities. Like every time I get in the car, I have to decide: do I want to listen to a podcast and educate myself? Do I want to listen to music and just feel something? Or do I want to sit here in silence and let my brain work? Because a lot of times I'll like sit down, think, oh, I got to listen to this podcast. It just came out. I always listen to this podcast. But my brain is going so crazy thinking about an idea or content or whatever that I'm way better off just sitting in silence because I get really good thinking done in the whip.
Yeah. When I'm by myself, I like to listen to like audiobooks and stuff. But it's people in the car and music for sure.
Oh yeah, but like even after I was leaving Complex Con, like we've been hearing music all fucking day, and I'm like, I'm in the car with these two girls though, and I'm like, if I start playing like some fucking weird like fashion demics like YouTube video or something, they're gonna be like, "The fuck are you?"
Oh yeah, I would never play a podcast around any of my friends.
You know, like
Even
like,
though
they be looking
I
at
will
me.
want to so bad, and I would never do it because I
you're-
just
if
don't
you're-
want to seem old. And why would anyone want to listen to that? And when you're with your friend, you kind of want to be able to talk. If I'm listening to a podcast and you start talking, I'm gonna grab my phone and fucking pause the podcast.
Yeah.
Do you think potting has fucked up your interaction with just people in general? Like how you talk and like how you interact with people, like socialize?
You know how I was thinking about that is like fucking in the vlog, like Crooked Eye comes up to us at the battle rap event. And we're already filming. So I just immediately snap into, hey, yo, Crooked Eye's, you know, I'm doing my guy on camera personality and not like just, hey, Crooked, how you doing, bro? Like, and then I do that whole thing on camera talking to him and stuff. And then like, that's the end of the conversation. And I'm like, that is kind of weird. Like I didn't like relate to him as a human. I just immediately treated him like content. And that's kind of weird.
But wouldn't you rather have like took that second to like get that content than to like just not have anything?
It's
and just,
cool, but it's also like that's a person I just fuck with on like a human level. And
Yeah.
that is kind of weird
What?
when you see somebody you haven't seen in a few years and you do the on camera thing and you don't necessarily like talk to them like a real person. Because I would like to
There's
just,
no human moments
I would
like
like to
that.
treat Crooked Eye like a friend and not like a content lick.
I
you
was
know?
gonna say, why not like give him that same type of?
I should have, but by the time we finished the vlog thing, he had kind of walked away and was back with his friend or whatever, and that was sort of like, the conversation sort of ended there. And it would be kind of weird to like end the on-camera thing and then talk to him like a human. You should probably talk to him like a human and then do the on-camera thing.
Why don't you talk to him like a human on camera? Boom, you do.
No, but like
That's true, but I take on a little bit different personality because I'm trying to think of like, what do I want to ask him about this event and what he has going on that will be good content, which is maybe different than like real conversation would be like, how's the kids? How's
Well, no,
everything?
I mean-
you still staying out here, blah, 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 you know?
You can still be like, how do you feel about the show? And like make it still more natural.
yeah.
You know?
But this conversation right now is a little different than if we were just
yeah,
sitting
of
here
course.
having this
Regular
conversation without mics, because you're always thinking of them being the other person that's in the conversation. You're always kind of thinking like, you know, I'm not going to start talking to House Phone about some shit that only me and him get, which
Yeah.
we would totally do if we were
Yeah,
just
yeah.
sitting here, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
And I think that's why you get along with like random people who just like come up here and shit like that, because you don't know nothing about them and your mind doesn't go to like, oh, I want to interview that person.
That makes sense though. Yeah.
That's what fucked up dating for me back in the day before I got into a relationship is I started to become a podcaster. All of a sudden, I'm thinking about interesting conversation all the time, figuring out how to make people interesting. Then you go hang out with a girl and you realize, oh, there's nothing I can do to make her interesting.
And see,
this sucks.
I think that fucks up my life now too, because I'm so used to the pod shit now.
Yeah.
When you listen to people really articulate themselves, it'd be like
you can tell, like now you can tell that you're like, damn, like you can't even hold a conversation.
you can't hold a conversation at all.
Or you know what I notice all the time when I'm hanging out with random people, in particular like family members, like old people and shit, I realize that they just talk and they don't listen at all. So it's like they're like the worst person to have an actual real conversation with. And it just makes me shut down. And like, I don't want to say anything about myself because I know you're just going to respond and say something about yourself, which is like
you're not even listening at this point. I'm just wasting my breath, you know?
Which is weird too, because it's like, I kind of like objectively do a lot of like really interesting things. And then like, sometimes I'll be talking to like a family member and they'll just be talking about like working at the grocery store in such insane depth. And I'll just be like, I need to be more like you. You're so comfortable telling me about your shit, even though it's not interesting. Like that's a great skill to have, to just like feel like your life is interesting enough that you can just make conversation about it, even though it's not. Like that's actually like it's a good skill, you know.
I feel like I'm very conscious of that though, because I don't be trying to like you want to come off humble and act like you're not cooler than everybody, or like, you know, whatever the fuck.
Exactly, and that's why you don't want to be like, I fucking. What do you do? Oh, I interview rappers. It's like it sounds like a brag automatically.
And
it's like
I get paid to have threesomes, and I use a green bar of soap to wash my ass. Then I wash my face with it, and I get styles.
And then I got this little thing. I got this thing in my eye
hanging out now. It pusses up every 2 weeks, and I pop it.
I get stars. Imagine me telling the Uber driver that.
You're like, fuck COVID. I don't want that on my eye.
And he's like, yeah, I went to the store. You know, I dropped like $11K on a bunch of like hoodies and shit.
Some shit that I don't know anything about.
Some shit that I don't know nothing about.
I just did it to fuck with this dude house phone. He's a ketamine guy at my work, you know.
And they're just like, huh? What's ketamine?
Everybody who said anything about what
ketamine.
That's like the guy. That's what that nigga did at. Never mind.
How do you get a syringe in there? Jesus Christ.
Because they broke through the barrier. Okay, but what were you saying though?
Every single person who came up to me saying anything about my fit at Comic-Con, I just said, I don't know anything about this. I'm just doing it to fuck with house phone. Every single person I told.
Just like me saying I never listened to a whole lot of rap.
Bro.
But you still haven't said anything about the album to suggest.
You haven't
said anything to suggest you've actually listened to it.
No, I'm snitching. He told me in the car that he actually listened to it, that he just likes fucking with you.
Was in the bathroom.
You're about to light him on fire. Not very cool.
Bro, when he said that, I was like mind blown. Like, no.
Okay, give me a thought, a observation about the album.
It was way different than his older albums, which I really enjoyed.
Bro, he really listened.
That doesn't say anything.
No, but I just know.
I showed House Phone on my phone, bro.
Did you like it?
Did I like it? It wasn't for me. Yeah. But I can see the crowd that he has is perfect for them.
Yeah.
Because me personally, even like my brother, he likes Tyler, the Creator's older albums.
Yeah.
Me personally, I love Scumfuck, Fireboy, and Igor. You feel me? And those are like the least favorite that he likes. But for him, his crowd, I understand. So Playboy Cardi, a whole lot of red is catered to that. But he has some bangers on there that are catered to everybody.
Bro, have you seen the videos of the fucking live shows? It looks so
it look crazy.
It looks so, and like not in like a dying way crazy.
And then too, like I think Playboy Cardi is
now you have to say that.
Yeah.
For real.
Not as in like a mass casualty event, but it was a good show.
Yeah, like it was a great show. Like,
no one died, but it was a good show.
I think now that he makes music for these type of shows, and it makes more sense with his music.
Dude, he even like edits the songs like a little bit where it's like a live orchestra or some shit. Like it sounds like
he spits on his fans,
and then it like leads into like the actual song.
Hawk a loogie on a girl. Hey, spread your eyeball open. I want to spit in it.
I don't like the.
You're gonna get a sty immediately.
Playboy Cardi
Rumple
so rare.
Skill skin just.
I'd be so geeked. Check out what I got from Cardi, babe.
But yeah, no, I couldn't believe that AD actually listened to it. I thought this whole time he was.
I just like.
He was like
fucking with him.
Like this Yeti helmet.
I'm getting that. I don't give a fuck what you say.
It doesn't even look like it has a mouth hole.
Yes, it does.
It's
the official like mascot makers.
I need to bring somebody else to make up for you losing 40% of your personality in the Yeti head.
Well, they have to dress up.
Oh yeah.
Nigga, how many Christmas characters is it?
Well, I think 4 would be good if we could have maybe
A
somebody
reindeer?
an
Maybe
elf or something.
you have a Mrs. Claus. Maybe somebody dresses up as a reindeer.
Grandpa got run over by a reindeer.
I mean, how many Christmas
That's real.
characters are there?
That's how I lost my grandfather. How many Christmas characters are there? We could have an elf. We could have a Mrs. Claus if it were a girl. We could have. I mean,
You should have a trans Mrs. Claus.
Oh yeah, so woke, so open minded. Yeah, I like the idea of like a blue Santa and a red Santa, but I guess I understand if you want to go outside the box.
Honestly,
It's a
I'm
beautiful
down
day.
for that.
It'd be lit. You and the blue Santa, me and the red Santa,
I don't know, but people like Beast Cuz
and
so
then
much.
him as an elf would be
Okay.
so funny.
That would be
Wait,
kinda
I got
fire,
it.
yeah.
How about I come as
If you-
Beast Cuz in a blue Santa Claus
And I'm
outfit?
Belle.
And who?
Belle.
Oh, I thought you said I'm
No.
Belle.
Oh, he said Belle. No, I'm gonna say what the hell?
thought he
Would you
said,
be
and I'm
pissed
Belle.
if I cross dressed on the show sometime?
I'm throwing that goddamn helmet so far.
I want to be
across.
Kat Von D.
Who's that?
I feel like I kind of look like her
Who's that?
from fucking what was it? The tattoo show.
Tattoo show.
The white girl with the blockhead.
What the
Yeah,
fuck is the
face
tattoo
tattoos
show?
and shit. LA Ink.
They like own like a really big tattoo shop, and she did
I
tattoos.
don't think I ever heard
Hey,
of it.
dude, who is Kat Von D?
She like overcharged the fuck out of motherfuckers, and made a bag. And now she's married to the guy from Prayers,
But then she got canceled by Jeffree Star, and then Jeffree Star got canceled.
and she married the guy from Prayers.
What is prayers?
What's Prayers?
Like a
band?
Yeah,
Okay.
but like Cholo, like
Oh, really?
like yeah. So
Oh, man, I interviewed Peso today.
how was that?
That's the most gangster 17-year-old I ever met.
He's 17. Yeah,
He got a fucking...
He's 17.
he went crazy on the face tats at 17.
His heart is made of ice, bro. He got the soul of a G. I almost felt bad when I'm like thought about the way I was talking to him. He's 17 because he's so grown up and so like
He was like
been through it.
He was just like telling you all types of crazy stories and shit.
Yeah, you got to read between the lines, but man,
I like that though.
that kid is on some shit.
I like a stitched lipped like young nigga who knows not to talk too much.
I interviewed him and EBK Young Jock today, and they're both on the run.
Wow.
At the same time,
They're both on the
Well,
run from the
at
law.
the same damn
Thanks
time.
for telling.
Well,
people.
they both made it clear as well.
Can you press the?
No,
No, that's the wrong one. There we go.
exactly.
I'll do what I like. They both made it clear during their interviews. I would not say that if I just knew it.
That's an awful lot of ankle monitors.
The Peso cut his off,
Exactly.
and then his
Now, can
excuse.
you press it again? This nigga, man.
No, it's, they know. His
Police, here they
allegedly, yeah.
His reason that he said that he had to cut he told the cops that his reason why he had to cut his ankle monitor off was because his house got shot up and he was scared.
That was a great excuse.
I thought that too, but then I also thought, wouldn't it take like a lot of time to cut the ankle monitor off? And you could just leave the house with the ankle monitor. I'm sure that like if you told your PO like, oh, my house
Yeah,
got shot
but
up,
it's
they
like-
would consider that a pretty good excuse.
And again, you're giving the defense attorney everything he needs.
I don't think they're relying on me.
they're like
I don't think they need me.
They're like Adam 22 proved the point.
Adam 20, yeah, his PO. Adam 22 had a good point. Why would you?
And he uses green bars of soap like I do.
And he was even like, I love how you always will have something to come back to. He even said that.
so
I
high.
forget. No, he said that his PO. He's like, they'll watch this. Like, or about the cops. He's like, they'll watch this. They're gonna see this.
For sure they watch it. You don't think cops watch your shit?
I've just never really had it like explicitly. I've never had it come up in anybody's court case.
Now, would you be? What would you do if you accidentally brought it up in somebody's court case?
I mean, as long as I don't feel like I did anything.
You'd be so proud.
No.
Like, God damn it, I made it.
I would know that people would twist it and try to make it out like I did something bad.
It
But
is
at the-
bad.
but what's bad? At the end of the day, if I ask them a question that was a fair question to ask as an interviewer, and then they tell me something OD that gets them in trouble,
That's their fault. That's their fault.
I mean, what am I doing? If you ask me to edit it out, I'll edit it out.
Yeah.
I'm very thoughtful about those things. I just don't,
I think you word shit well enough to where it's like, hey man, if you want to take the floor and you end up saying some shit that was too much, it's on you.
Yeah.
You know?
and then again, too, like it ain't like the interviews is live, so you got plenty of time to be
Yeah,
like, I
not
shouldn't
at
have
all.
said that. Can you take this out?
Yeah. Back when we did it live was when all the crazy shit would happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Boom passing out and smacking his head on the wall.
John Cabana.
Don Gabana, sorry.
And like, you know, like people knowing where you are at what time and all that other shit. Like, you know. Because you never know.
You never know about
Where-
these hoes. Anyway, good times.
Yeah.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
And
I
watch
guess
my shit tomorrow.
And watch my
Wednesdays.
shit right now.
And watch
Support
his
Wednesdays.
future show.
Yeah, hey, if you guys want to see the House Phone Show, Ono Jumper Thursday nights, featuring Pot Lord and another
And
miscellaneous
find
woman.
a woman that can co-host with House Phone.
I got one.
Bars.
If you guys want to see that, man, drop it in the comments.
Yeah, be in your comments. He's about to pass out. Also,
so high.
I believe my phone number is in the description. And on screen.
Text him green bars of soap.
Text me. Just text me LFG or text me anything. I would love to hear from you. Text me green bar of soap. Sure. That's cool. Oh, we should make a shirt with a green bar of soap on it.
That's a
I
great
need
idea.
10%. Look, he said no.
That's an awful lot of soap.
Do you still have that one blue outfit that you wore for like a whole year, a couple years ago?
Who? Me? What you talking about?
There's just all these photos I always see of you that you're always wearing the same blue outfit.
Who, Cuz Lightyear fit?
No, you can't put that on me.
You must have
I
just done like a
changed.
bunch of promo like one day, and so I always see it.
I think I know what you're talking
It would be
about.
funny if you wore that again, dressed like AD back in the day. You need like a blue headband though.
It's a beautiful day.
I think you should become a blue headband guy.
I just go through my phases.
What
Once
fa-
I kill off House Phone in the hat battle, I can go back to bandanas.
That's the question: is are you ever going to move on past this crazy hat thing?
I mean, until maybe I get hair plugs like you.
Well, it's all fashion, right?
I got a bunch of plain hats too. They don't gotta be the crazy ones.
But see, Yuri came up with a good idea. Maybe the criteria should be
Yeah, it should be
for
different sections.
for the occasion, because we got like a lot of like obnoxious hats.
What would you do if somebody busted out a cowboy hat during the hat battle? Is that off limits?
I mean, cowboy hats matter.
Cowboy Bebop.
I just wonder if that would. What about a beanie?
Nah, that's not a hat.
Yeah.
What?
It's a hat, but
A
it's like,
beanie is not
it's
a hat.
different though. It's like, you know.
These rules need to be established in advance.
Like it's a
No,
head,
the hat battle.
a headband, a hat.
The
No.
hat battle is for our fitted hat collections.
Okay.
Adam, we have rules.
Okay. No
Yeah,
cowboy
fuck.
hats.
and it has to be new era.
Has to be
A
new
cowboy
era.
hat is fitted. I've never seen an adjustable cowboy hat. Oh, that's
No,
a great idea.
We mean like a fitted cap with baseball.
well, I know what you're thinking. I'm brainstorming
do you know what I'm thinking?
all the time.
Never.
You're
What-
thinking with your dick.
What am I thinking right now?
I'm just thinking with my dick.
What
dick.
random song is that?
Let's not talk about it. Anyway, people at home, like, comment, subscribe. Drop a comment down below. NoJumper.com.
Shout
Please
out to
cop
the
some
4
merch.
million subscribers.
4
baby.
million subscribers. Cop some merch. NoJumper.com. We really appreciate all y'all. We're not streaming this Friday. We'll probably do the next Friday.
I'm going to be streaming right now, so that means all of the streams that you would normally do on Friday, get them in right the fuck now in 30 minutes. I'm going to go get some wings and I'm coming back. Let's go.
Duno is streaming tomorrow after at the end of the day.
I got a PP.
Movie.
AD won't be there because he's a big-headed fuck.
Yep.
Bang, bang.
If y'all like Adam's new drip, leave a comment.
House phone stole everything from me.